Hello, it's me, Arisa Gaming. Welcome back for some more Oxygen Not Included. We're coming back to ONI. We've done a fair bit of Surviving Mars for a while, and we will keep doing a little bit of Surviving Mars, but I wanted to get back into ONI and see where we were at. Kind of forgotten what we were doing. We have lots of fish today. Hello, Ayla Evo. Hello, Jedam Pliz. You're indeed first. Hello, Ramdevu. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Carmike. Yeah, let's just see where we're at. Hold on. I'm sure my game scene will work. Yes. Okay, that's good. So, where are we? We're on cycle 207. We're on Relica. We're on Relica Moonlets. We have our massive Blum breeding operation. This is still working pretty well. That's good. There are a few things I needed to do. Okay, one thing I was really annoyed about. All of the hydrogen from our Draco Ranch has come out because the gas pressure is all out of whack. I think there's too much carbon dioxide down here, or this has been venting at the wrong settings. So I think what I've been doing here is I've been venting this just purely if the pressure is like below vent pressure. So I think what I need to do is I actually need to put an atmos sensor here or something. I think I need to put this tile here and then maybe move this one. I'll have a think. This isn't our normal Draco Ranch design, so maybe this is why it's broken. How much experience do you have with meteors? I'm trying to make a system that opens bunker doors when there are none and closes them when there is. We have a little bit. It's changed a lot since we did a lot of meteor stuff. There is a run on YouTube where we recently did it. Was that Sour Gas or Burst, or was that a different run? I don't know, but we recently had quite a robust meteor system that I was pretty happy with. Food's doing well. We have 42 duplicants. I think I'm still planning on printing more. This is very much a run where I want loads of duplicants for some reason. We have a lot of hydrogen. We've leaked a lot of hydrogen out of our Draco Ranch, which I'm not overly happy about. Oh, I know why this is. It's because we're making oxygen down here for them to breathe, but there isn't actually enough carbon dioxide to fill in the gap, and they keep breathing all this oxygen. So the result is the hydrogen leaks out. So I think what I need to do is... I think what I actually need to do is I just need to put a skimmer down here. And this is all connected. It's kind of annoying, but it is all technically connected. So I think what I need to do is just put a skimmer here or something. I'm not going to necessarily make this align with everything else, but I'm just going to do it. The piping on this run is an absolute mess, by the way. I'm not sure if any of you have noticed that. We're going to keep it nice and messy. So, this loop is the plants. Do I care about this circulating? I don't think I do. So, let's put this here. Let's put this pipe over here. Let's put some more tiles in here. The music will come on in a minute, I promise. Seems normal to me. Yeah. The piping is a lot more organized than Sour Gas will Burst. We are going to get back to that soon, but there's still update-related stuff I want to look at on here. I think the main thing I want to do is Dartles and Rexes, because the changes to that are fairly significant. Right, this pipe needs to go somewhere. I'm beginning to think I just need to actually do this. I think this water is gradually getting consumed, so this should be fine. And then I need to do the same thing down here. I think I could just split this, and that'll be fine. Yeah, do that. Oh, God. I'm going to be pressing all the wrong buttons, by the way, because we've been playing Surviving Mars too long. Yeah, hope you'll do well. Oh, your piping to your water purifier is way worse. Good. Make me feel less bad. Right, let's see. We were researching something, apparently? Okay. We also have some carbon dioxide rockets that are getting ready to go to somewhere. Right, put that there. I think that will do. Then we should make sure this is oxygenated, and then I can turn this off. And then we should end up with plenty of pressure down here. I mean, the actual answer to this problem is just to maybe put a sensor on here, or actually put some liquid on this door. We could put some liquid on this door. Maybe we do just do that, because we could. I think we could do this quite easily with just a pedestal. I think that would be the permanent solution to this problem, so let's do that. What did we research? Space power. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we got 3 carbon dioxide rockets up here. Now, what was the plan? We got the power control outlet. Mini liquid pump. I begin to... Oh, we just researched the mini liquid pumps. Okay, so we have the solar panels. We have a battery inside each of these rockets. I believe this is all getting built just fine. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. But the plan is... So obviously, we blew up Demolior right outside our base. We need to go and get our solid material. Also, we're still trying to fill this pool up with various liquids. Because we need more breeder Pacus. We have the Pacu in here at the moment. They're currently breeding. But we also have the Jawbos in here, and they're currently breeding. They're actually starving. Like, properly starving. This isn't good. We're currently having to actively murder our Pacu because there's not enough to go around. Have I done any space mining yet? I have in other runs. We've used drill cones for things. Not on this run. So I'm very keen to go and mine the space debris and use it for stuff. We will go ahead and do that. Let's put a pedestal here. I'm just going to put in the usual liquid blobs, I think. Oh, right. I need to put a tile here, apparently. Okay, sure. We have loads of wires overloading as well. Looks like our polluted water is going to the reed fiber now. That's good. I need to clear some stuff out of this list. Plywood, I don't think I care about too much. I think a lot of these I do care about. Probably not glass. I think I do care about everything else. They've changed how it works, right? IRC, you should just be able to grab some iridium and just cargo tin it. Yes, exactly. They changed it in such a way that a little bit of the debris is available to collect from the start without a drill cone. And that's the current aim, is to go and grab all of that. Irrigation is broken on this because we're still building the pipe. That's fair enough. Yeah. This will actually be a functional loop. The only issue is we can't get in here to do this. So I think I'm going to have to deconstruct this and build this bridge. Yeah, so that's the main thing that I want to do today. But I do also want to get Dartles and Rex's set up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we just have to at least have a look at it. Right, let's put some crude oil here. I want to make sure this doesn't go no matter what. We're going to keep printing dupes as well. We're going to fill up all these rooms. Blums are happy. They're not overpopulated. Our setup is working. We've talked a lot about this on the previous video, so I'm not going to go into too much depth here. Has there been an update to the Sandbox Tools mod? That's what I'm really pining for. That's kind of why I had a little bit of a break to do Surviving Mars as well. Because once they update the Sandbox Tools mod, we're going to go back and we're going to do all those videos that I've been meaning to do for ages. But without it, I'm not sure it's really very time efficient for me to make those videos at the moment. We should be able to access all of this. You should really have a mask terminal in here. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Toilets. Duplicates urgently need to use a toilet. Yes, that is true. Do I want to change any of these power settings? Yes. I think, to be honest, I'm going to put some more showers in. We shouldn't need any of this battery stuff now. We've got the peat generator set up and we have sustainable peat production. So let's go ahead and do that. That sieve is... I'm going to just say that this stuff is permanent, so we're going to put this here. I could get you to granite some of these as well. That seems fine. I think we know that this stuff is going to be staying here now. Ugh. Yeah, we're in this kind of weird sort of mid-holiday phase at the moment, where I'm kind of trying to start getting back into normal behavior, I guess. Right, let's remove this. Let's empty this. And I imagine we're probably going to stick around this playthrough for another, I don't know, maybe 5 streams or so? Right, Steam claims Sandbox Tools was last updated November 20th, so we know that that's not been updated since it broke, so... Shame. That's a shame. Right, brine. Put brine here. That's fine. How's filling this with liquids going? We're trying to fill this with brine, salt water, and water. I don't really mind which of these we're doing that with. I think at this point I'm just going to take all of our liquefiables and put them in here, because, like, we desperately need more Paku. This is not optional. Our guys are very thoroughly starving. And frankly, I think we're at the point where we tamed some of them and the tame ones are starving. I think this I'm going to set to 0.1 just to try and make sure that each Jawbo eats a little bit. In fact, let's set it to 0.05. And then hopefully the starving ones eat a few packets, and that way, even if they're not producing the rust, at least they're not actively starving. That seems necessary at the moment. Saltwater geyser's gone dormant. I'm looking for large quantities of non-polluted water. I mean, at this point, I'm going to be real. At this point, I'm just going to dig out the ice over here. Can we actually get in here? What's this looking like? No, you can't get that. Well, if we dig up the bleach stone, you can. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I am just going to start grabbing all of this, because we desperately need it. In fact, you could dig this too. Do I care about this chlorine? No, the chlorine will go to the bottom. There's a lot of chlorine down here. I don't mind. Right, I'm going to yell at this so we don't forget about it. Is the carbon skimmer working? It is. Yeah, it's only very occasionally getting excess water. Yeah, because we're still trying to pump it from the geyser, right? I mean, this should be pretty continuous, right? Oh, we were filling this pipe that the thimbleweeds are drinking. That's true. These thimbleweeds are drinking a lot of that water. What else am I trying to do? Am I trying to make everyone snazzy suits? I think what I'm going to do... Okay, you know what? Abe? Where's Abe? Oh my god. Do I just skip snazzy suits and make everyone primo garb? I feel like if I skipped Abe, didn't I? Oh. No, there isn't Abe on another planet either. Where is Abe? What? Show me Abe. Abe the chef. Am I going crazy? He's not on this list. Oh, he is in this list. Wow. I'm literate, apparently. I'm going to go right past him, aren't I? There he is. Do not wear snazzy suits. Yeah, I have removed your snazzy suit. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we've got one citrus spandex suit. Everyone else is naked. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna make everyone citrus spandex. I think that's the plan. We're gonna make these forever. Everyone's gonna wear them Because that's just the one that we have. I'm not sure whether that's good logic or not, but that is what we're doing. This needs to be the Neutronium blueprint. That's fine. Right, we need to remove this, and then I need to empty this brine out. I think this will form the liquid how we want. Maybe. It's probably not the end of the world if it doesn't. Also, will this liquid lock survive the polluted water going past it constantly? I'm thinking yes. I don't know. Okay, that looks like a yes. So let's sweep all of this out. We also have all the Draco eggs in here. I need you to dump the Draco eggs somewhere. So we've got loaders in here. These are hooked up. These need to be hooked up to critter eggs as well. Yeah, go ahead and grab all of those. How many Dracos we got in here now? We got 3. We got 4. How happy are you? Yeah, okay. That's good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. And we can actually put something here as well. Do we want to put something here? Probably not. That's fine. Yeah, keep making Saunas suits. Keep making these. Do we have an actual person who can do this errand? We have a couple. Oh, no. That's supply. What about actual fabrication? Let's at least have a look at that. Right. You are wild now, but you are happy. That's good. There's probably a couple more tiles I want to rennet. These ones should be fine. Because they're ultimately just going to be... yeah, the polluted water is just going to fall down here, and that's not a problem. These... I'm hoping these are all going to get fertilized, because we have a lot of fertilizer production. So we're going to set this to 9. And then we should start cranking out reed fiber. No thanks to the Dartles and Rexes, but, like, it is what it is. How have you guys been finding the Printerceptor? I feel like the fact we've been able to print a Draco and a Thimbleweed over here has just completely circumvented the point of Dartles and Rexes. It makes me think that we need to buff critters so that we don't just use them because they're the only ones available. If that's the game design philosophy that Clay are going to have now, we need to make sure that it's actually alright. Oh my god. Get out of here. This was dangerously close to death. How? Oh, you might actually still be dead. This ain't looking good for Ruby. We got a death? Do I want to unequip your suit? I think I might want to unequip your suit just so you can get out of here. It's empty anyways. Got any breathable air? You do have a little bit down here. Is that actually breathable? Let's see what happens. I need to get someone to re-equip that mask. Yeah, keep making ice temperature plates. And I guess I'm just going to shove them here. Okay, you're actually fine. That's good. He seems... they seem pretty happy about it. Good. Okay, so this should just end up being mostly hydrogen. That's absolutely fine. We already have some odd liquid lock shenanigans going on. Devin is doing the errand as we like. We need more water going into this pipe. The issue is, most of the water is actually running over here into this room. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we do need the water to fill this up as well. That is true. We're out of Paku. You're crowded, but you should be cozy as well. Yeah, you're still breeding, that's fine. It's just all babies. Okay. What else do we want to do? We want to put the showers in here. Let's do that. I think what I'm actually going to do, I am actually going to add some more bathrooms over here. Or maybe down here. Maybe we'll add a bathroom down here. That seems less annoying. But we'll only do that if we really need to.
Thanks for the sub.
FRD Dots, welcome back. 12 months. Yeah, it's a whole year. How are you? What have you been up to over the holidays? Have you been enjoying yourself? Right, this should work just fine, right? Oh, wait. No, because this is the continuous loop, isn't it? This is supposed to be a continuous loop. Has it not been looping? Has some shenanigans been going on? I think some shenanigans are going on. We've been dumping all of our bathroom water in here. It's not good. I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to be exiting here. What the heck am I looking at? Okay. Right, something's gone wrong here. So the bathrooms and the skimmers are supposed to be set up on this loop, and this is supposed to be... This sieve is specifically supposed to be for excess clean water. So, yes. Hello, Ludus Artifacts. Hope you're doing well. Lovely holiday wishes to all. Right, here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna go like this. This is gonna go like this. That should work, but then the issue is... So this pipe's going down here. And then it's also going into here, so it's going to the carbon skimmers. Is it filling up a tank? Is that the issue? How are we filling this pipe? Perhaps this is working and we just temporarily drained it out. Because I must admit, it looks like it is actually feeding back into itself, but I think I just need to see where every single blob of water is going. Is this a case where the carbon skimmers are consuming too much? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily hook it up so that it's going here. And then cut this off. So that should start filling this loop up again a bit more for a while. And then let's actually leave that for a little bit. Oh, I know what it is. There's the same amount of water that was originally in the bathroom loop, but we added a load of carbon skimmers, so the pipe is just a lot longer. Right. So now we're dumping a load of water in here. I know I'm not the most active viewer, but this is just fine. We're about English, no worries, no worries. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, ONI's been good. Right, where did I put that pipe? Right, this one needs to stop then. And that needs to go back. And that should work as it worked before. Oh! This should not be going down here. This is where all the water's been disappearing. Okay. It's been going down here and we've been trying to use it for research. Alright. Good to know. Seacomb seed, sure, why not? Okay, that's irritating. So, now that we know where the extra water is actually going, we should be able to fill this up again. So let's actually do that again, just for now. I'm going to leave this running for a little while. And then this should gradually fill up naturally on its own. Because I believe I've completely disconnected the bathroom loop from... Yeah, I believe I've completely disconnected the bathroom loop from the other water consumers. It used to be going to these vines. But I think then what I'm ultimately going to want to do... Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that for a little bit. Let's just watch it for a little bit just to make sure that it is working properly. So what should happen is the water pipes going to the carbon skimmers should start backing up. We've got a carbon skimmer here. We got... let's see. We got a carbon skimmer here as well. This one is only going to start running once this actually backs up. That's fine. Okay, that pipe is backed up now. That's good. Well, it's not good, because we ultimately don't want it to be backed up. Right, so... Now, this pipe should be filling with the bathroom water. As well. So what should happen if this pipe backs all the way up here is this liquid reservoir should start filling. And then if that liquid reservoir starts filling, it's going to dump preferentially onto the vines, which means the vines are going to get fed the bathroom water instead of the other sieved geyser water. So that should work now. Now everyone should get full use out of the bathrooms. Okay. That's good. How many of these we got? We got a few. Okay, let's start giving them to people. I think I'm just going to give it to them in alphabetical order. Yeah, there you go. I think we will have enough reed fiber to make plenty of these. Stress is okay. There are a lot of typos. No worries. I leave a lot of typos these days if I don't go back and edit my messages. Kind of frustrating. Right, let's give you digging. I'm gonna keep skilling people up. I think this is actually going to be at least a little bit relevant. Let's give you building. Okay. Long commutes. Is long commutes going to show us anything relevant yet? No. Okay. Fine. The brain machine. This is one more thing that we actually need to get working. So, I think the plan was to come over here. That way we can grab all the metal as well. I'm quite tempted to come over here and just grab this ice too. Yeah, you can go ahead and grab this ice. Go ahead and grab the uranium as well. That seems fine. Is there anything else that we're actually low on? I don't know. Let's have a look at the rockets. This we're going to set to solids as well. We still need to build these. Oh, right, glass. We need a bit more glass. Let's make like another 20 lots of glass. It's probably fine. I will tell you to keep graniting tiles as well. Is that actually relevant? I'll granite these ones. That sounds good. Any tiles that we know we're keeping in the same place and people are coming down to do stuff with, we'll granite those ones. How is this looking? What's the situation here? Okay, oh, I needed to increase the chlorine pressure in here to get these plants growing. I need to put this back. I definitely forgot about that. Let's do that quickly. Looks like we have no shortage of oxygen. Yeah, this one burst, so we had to fix it. We do actually have enough chlorine in here that these are all growing properly. That's good. Yeah, the citrus spandex. We're Breaking Bad over here. Let's have a look at long commutes. I think there's something we're going to have to do with this. Let's just have a look at individual people. Recover breath, recover from heat. Yeah, I think recover from heat is pretty bad. The asteroid is hot, and we don't have a huge amount of water coolers. We have one in here, and no one's using it. Yes, let's see another annoying thing. We need water for the cooler. Let's give Ashcan the next one. We produced a lot of CO2 from all these peat burners. How much CO2? Each of these is 40. So there's 240 here at least. I think we probably need to make more carbon skimmers than this. I feel like these are going to be running pretty consistently. Also, it looks like we have a big chlorine issue. I'm also just going to get you to dig a little channel out of here. I think that's reasonable. Because we need this hydrogen to go somewhere. What's overheating? The ice maker. Oh. Disable this. Wait. How hot is it down here? Quite hot. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to bring all this ice up here as well. But let's bring the ice ourselves, I think, at this stage. We'll stop running, won't you? Yeah, Ruby's going to change the setting. Okay, that's fine. It's going to take a long time to fill up this water tank. I'm still a little worried about these Jawbos. I think we'll be okay. I'm not sure we're going to keep all of these tame ones alive. In fact, I think what I'm going to do then is we're going to set this to 0.01. We're going to send them 10 grams of stuff at a time. But we're going to send them the packets frequently. I'm hoping what that means is that we should actually... just keep them constantly eating from the feeder. So if there's any food, then hopefully they won't starve randomly. Right. You can go to Barney. This definitely isn't going to be permanent. How much natural gas do we have in here now? A lot. Okay. I don't think there's anything we can make from the gas range. We have managed to get in here. So now the issue is I need to seal this off. So that we don't attract the ire of the bees. So maybe just build this. Because these bees are going to come in here and do stuff, right? Maybe they don't care. They'll care when we get the... Surely they will care when we come and get the thing. Also, let's hook up the oxygen pipe. So, this is going to be another spaghetti pipe. I hope you guys don't mind. I don't need this to be pretty, I just need it to work. There you go. And we need 6 lots of pajamas. Let's see if we can... Actually, you know what? Let's just see if we can dispense a pajama. If that works without attracting the ire of the bees, then maybe we're fine. And then we need to think about where the sleepers are going to go. So I think the sleepers should go... here? Yeah. I think they should go here, because they'll be close to the bathroom, and they'll be close to the communal tables. How's plastic looking? Plastic is fairly low. That's okay. You guys are building pipes. Who is going to come and do this errand? Do we have enough? Okay, I probably should have built more docks here, shouldn't I? I think you'll be alright. I think this may be a case where we just dig out some more local shale, although there isn't any shale here, is there? It's probably fine. I think I'm going to have to add glass back to this list. Let's do that. And then let's have a look at these rockets. They should all be identical. I don't think they're actually getting up there yet. They have got ladders, I just think they're not actually getting around to doing the errands. Blum seem to be doing well. We have lots and lots of tender brisket available. That is good. I think we have been moving that all over properly. Let's have a look at the blueprints, see what loot we got. Frosty shorties. I don't think we're going to wear those. That's fine. Yeah, I think because we're getting some stress, and also because all the new dupes could do with some extra athletics, I think we should prioritize getting that online. So I think what that means is we'll have one sleeper over here as well. So let's think about this. You are sleeping. You are sleeping on that tile. I think what we'll do is we'll put one auto sweeper here. One auto sweeper here. That should work. And then conveyor loader can go here. This can just have a regular wire. I don't think there's a huge amount of extra effort we're going to have to go to for this. That seems fine, and then we're just going to need a conveyor rail. We have, I mean, there's going to be a lot of... It's going to be a lot of material, but I think that's fine. Right, auto sweeper can go down here. And then we're going to need a wire. Probably this one, right? I'm just thinking if we do this, it'll make everything else we do easier, and this is a nice little introductory task for getting us back into the game. Does always need doing. Right, so then we're going to need a conveyor rail to go in here. To be fair, we are getting the iron ore out of the rust machines, so probably about the right time to do this. But that conveyor is going to have to come from all the way up here. So I guess what we'll do is we'll send it down here. The issue is... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stick a bridge here. And that means we don't have to build on that awkward tile. I don't really mind specifically where the books go. I just know that we can't be manually delivering books all the time. Okay. That should be everything. I'll put another tile here just for completion's sake. Who's scolding? What? Hello? Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think this needs to be a mesh tile then. Yeah, let's do that. The glass needs to drop onto the floor below. It's actually very important. Interesting. I don't think we want to do any more research. How is the bathroom situation looking? I'm still not really convinced this is looking good. This should be slowly filling. This should be slowly filling, but it looks like it's emptying. Oh. Yeah, this is the wrong polluted water pipe. Yeah, this doesn't... This bridge should not be here. This needs to go onto a different pipe altogether. Okay. That's pretty funny. Okay, I probably could have predicted that was going to be the case. It's alright. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm just going to get someone to plumb this. I shouldn't have bothered with that. Where is that pipe going to go? Because that pipe needs to connect into this pipe. This is officially too much spaghetti. I think this may actually be too much spaghetti. You know what? I'm going to continue to ignore the issue. That's what you want to see, isn't it? In fact, actually... No, I think I will do this. I don't care about these tiles, particularly, but I'm going to leave them in like that. And then this pipe's going to go down here. And then we're just going to feed this through here. We are allowed in here, aren't we? Yeah. Why did I shut this off? I don't think it matters anymore. I think there was a little bit of chlorine in here. I don't think it matters at all. Don't worry about it. Right, that is going to go in here. It's going to come down this way. And then that's just going to come down here. Oh, good. And then we don't actually need to plumb that? Okay, sure. Oh, God. And then maybe we'll just actually put another skimmer down here to justify running this pipe all the way over here. No, that sounds like dangerous logic to me. I think we're just going to ignore it. Bubbles. So, Bert is suffocating. Bert grabbing a mask. Well, that's one way to stop suffocating. Maybe not. Catalina. What is this achievement? What's going on? Oh, right, the clothing. Yeah, that makes sense. What's going on over here? We're wasting power? Really? Where? We also have a chlorine problem now. It was because I had dash of salt lines over here and now I don't. So let's actually put a couple in. Let's put one here, one here. And that could start. I'm just going to stick here for now so that we don't forget about this. My butt got hit in the face with a meteor. I misread that. I thought you said your butt got hit in the face by a meteor. I mean, I can understand your butt getting hit by the meteor, but if your butt is getting hit in the face, that sounds like a more specific issue. I need more chlorine. No, I don't. Nice try. Hope you're doing well, TechRock. We aren't leaking over here, are we? No. I need to put another plant in here. Go for it. Just got home. Fair enough. Am I going to speed through it while we're doing this? Maybe. I just want to make sure I actually remember to plant these. Dash of sulfide. Good. Right, that goes there. That should eventually get rid of all the chlorine. You are not getting irrigated because this bridge needs to get moved now. There you go. You are backing up. Okay, that was the entire problem. We just got our initial mixing into the loop wrong. Good. You're continuing to go down here. This is looking fine. I think it's the other stuff that's going to be more relevant. I need to set this to story traits, obviously. And also, I need to pick who's actually going to be sleeping in here. Why is everyone... Oh, everyone's smiling while they're asleep because they were serenaded. I was a bit confused. They don't normally sleep like that, do they? Quinn, I'm just going to give you medical care, whatever. You get a building. Is fine. I wonder how deep your idle game is into play. I'm going to keep murdering the packing. I'm hoping we're going to end up with an actual storage of fillets. But at the moment, they are starving, but they're also not actually dead. So I'm pretty happy about that at the moment. I think tuning is still the right call, because even though we haven't got a refined metal volcano, we do have the Rust Deoxidisers. They should be running pretty well. Oh, I can turn this one on again now. Yeah, let's turn it on again. Seems good. You started the run on Saturday. Fair enough. Yeah, let's keep grabbing ice. You can grab this ice. I think. I don't think you can actually get down here, can you? No. Okay, I'm gonna need to put a ladder in here then. It's probably fine. What are you trying to deliver here? Oh, you're trying to... Wait. No, you're not trying to deliver dream journals. I bet you're lying. I bet there isn't actually anything to deliver here. No, there isn't. Scolding nearly happened to me yesterday. You went to bed. What, in real life? You almost scolded in real life. That's rough. Oh, looks like the bees are sleeping because we're bringing carbon dioxide down here. That's fine. I did want to reduce the carbon dioxide pressure. Hydrogen is continuing to increase. We're still positive in power on this run. That's fantastic to hear about. All the nuclear waste is out of here now. That's good. I should definitely just move this back. Let's do it, because it should be super easy as well. And then we can put more suits in here. So all I need to do for that is put this here. And then I can remove that. When you're putting some slices of pizzas for customers today? Oh no. We had pizza today. We went to Costco and got pizza. Yeah, today has been a board games day with friends, and it's been fun. Right. Frostproof, uncultured, unpracticed artist, tidying Rowan. God tier dupe. Get him. Right. You could have tidying. And then you need that. You need to have tidying as a priority. There you go. And then schedule-wise, you need to go somewhere. Oh, you know what? I think you're fine, actually. You're the lucky one. What's going on with this weight plate? I had a lamp here and I removed it. That's fine. Okay, can I priority 9 this? Yes. What's the priority of these other constructions? Okay, that's also priority 9. Oh, okay. Gossman's fine. I don't think we're planning on doing anything with the fossils in this run. Jet suits. I think we will test out jet suits. Oh, wait. Do I care about you repairing these? Can I just disable auto repair on all of these? I probably can't, right? You know what? I don't care. I'm going to let you do this, Sam. You've earned it. You've earned a break. Almost time for the suits. Yes, perhaps. Please tell me you're not actually delivering the fish fillet up here. I don't think you are. Yes, we're just grabbing the very small fillets, and hopefully the fish are all equally starving. Not quite, but close enough. More things? No, not more things. Okay. We have a lot of refi, but it's not actually being delivered. I think we just have too many errands. Oh. Oh no, this is fine. Well, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think this is fine. I mean, I think if we were doing this run seriously, we would have a box space, but, like, we're not doing it seriously. I'm not gonna pretend that we're doing it seriously. Grabbing all the seacomb leaf from down here, really? That's funny. Right, remove this. And then we can put another 3 docks in here. I'll make 3 more masks. So that can go here. Please do not make the masks out of Iridium. You're all good. And then let's put 1, 2, 3. That's all. Oh, right. Pipe can go there. That's fine. Well, you think you finally managed to get your aluminium volcanoes to stop forming tars in your new tamer? Yeah, aluminium volcanoes are a bitch. That's why we made a YouTube video about it ages ago. But I really admire the dedication you put into getting your tamer design sorted. It's on the Discord. It's pretty cool. Or you posted a picture of like all the different variants. I was very impressed by that. The secret was a plastic temp shift. Ooh, that's a weird one. What does the plastic temperature plate do? I don't think there's anything else I want to do at the moment. I'm also hoping... Okay, let's actually priority 9 this. Let's get this reed fiber processed. It melts into naphtha, which cools the molten aluminium just enough to stop tile formation. Interesting. Keep putting more ice temperature plates in here. Yeah, we don't have enough brine ice for these temperature plates, so just drop that. I guess we'll keep manually murdering babies for now. The plan, the actual plan, there is an actual plan. is to eventually replace this with a liquid cooling loop and to freeze the fish so we don't have to manually keep killing them. The issue with that is we need nectar for that. I believe we did plant a bonbon tree up here. Oh, it's ready. Oh, okay. This was evidently enough cooling. Yeah, we planted all our weezeworts over here. Right, okay, well this is good. So this means we can actually get some nectar out of this tree. You like to see it. I'm just gonna stick this here. And we're just gonna gradually fill this up. Do we get any more bonbon seeds? Maybe we will at some point. I don't know. These branches are not very productive. We need way more lamps than this. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we could do that, but it's going to be more heat generation. I'm not a huge fan, but we can give it a try. You're already too hot? Oh, God. It's so finicky. If I was being really clever, I'd actually just fill this room with hydrogen. Put some active cooling on it. But I'm not sure I can be bothered. How many lums we got in here now? We got a lot. That's good. So, are you just actually shoving it in here immediately? Not quite. I guess the errands do take a while. Right, deliver the masks in here as well, and then we can get this work done faster. I'm glad the bees aren't upsetty spaghetti. Yeah, I think there are things we want to do with the Darters Rectors. We just need people to get these errands done. And I know this isn't something that needs to be done, but I want everyone to have the Prima Guard, because we, quite frankly, need to be more stylish. Bert can have this one. Just really thankful for the Blueprints Expanded mod. Setting up all those tests would have been a real pain without it. Yes! That is definitely a case we want a Blueprints mod. When you're testing like 100 different versions of the same design with very minor tweaks. So, I'm hoping tomorrow... I'm hoping tomorrow I have time to finish off this Frosty Critters video. I think I just need to actually format the presentation, and when I record it, I'm going to try and edit in some video clips this time, so I'm not just talking in front of a PowerPoint. And I think the level of detail is going to be a little bit lower than the previous videos, because we still haven't done Sour Gas or Bust yet, frankly. So I need to wait on that a little bit. But I am going to go over all the different Frosty Planet Pack Critter loops, the resource loops, the interesting ones. In a similar vein to what I did for the Sour Gas or Bust loops with the Drecos. Because the Phlox is such a powerful critter from a resource production point of view. It feels criminal not doing that video. Like, if we look at the Phlox, just the regular ass Phlox. It eats the pikeapple bushes and produces dirt and wood, but it produces 20 times the amount of wood than the phosphorite you need to feed the plants, and that's even if you're not fertilizing it, and you're still getting the dirt out. And obviously, the intended critter loop in Frosty Planet Pack is the Phloxes and Mammoths, and that is net positive and phosphorite. And it gives you clay, it gives you reed fiber, it gives you loads of meat, it gives you all sorts of things. But if you combine them with the glossy Dreco, you can just take that dirt, put it to mealwoods, and get the phosphorite back out of the glossy Dreco. And then you got plastic, and you got excess phosphorite, you get excess dirt, you get excess plastic. Oh, he's too hot. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's a really strong combo. And the best part is, because you have the Printerceptor now, you can always get Drecos on frosty planets. And you can get the mealwood as well. Or, if you're on a Terra asteroid, you can get the Phlox and the Pike Apple. But we'll talk more about it on YouTube. Right. Okay, Hassan is grabbing the pajamas. This is good. A sign that we've actually done a lot of the annoying errands. Let's keep dispensing these pajamas. I think we will probably be able to find 6 relatively useless dupes to get in these outfits. And then it's only a matter of time. I'm actually going to tile... Oh, no, I'm not going to tile this one here because we need them to run quickly. In fact, we really, really do need them to run quickly, so I'm going to put some plastic tiles here. And also, I'm going to give them some special beds. You're going to get the quilt cots to emphasize the fact that you're actually... Oh, am I going to have to do this for all of you like this? Probably. To emphasize the fact that you guys should be resting. I love that the useless machine is just up here, sitting away. And then, yep, this doohickey is working properly. The hairdryer is not currently turned on. It's fine. Now, what do these guys even talk about? What are you up to? Why don't you have any power? Oh. Well, that's a minor oversight, isn't it? That's definitely some kind of wire loading problem. Why is this overloading? Liquid pump, maybe? Turn this off just for now. Does that help? Yeah, that helps. Let's do that for now. I feel like we are breaking some wires. They aren't showing up on here, though. I think we're right. We got some crunchy audio from the critters. That's funny. Let's keep giving people skills that they want. This is a lot of dupes now. We're really testing the limits of what our LUM setup can do, but it's working pretty well, I think. Yeah, there you go. You'll have enough plastic in a minute, I promise. Let's go back and keep doing the rest of the pajamas, because unfortunately we still do have to dispense these manually. The errand actually takes long enough. I wonder whether it's worth setting up a light down here. Probably not, right? Snoozy bees. Everyone loves snoozy bees. What's going on over here? Nothing. That's fine. You build all the temperature plates? You're currently building more. That's good. We don't have any more. It's fine. Keep murdering fish. I guess I will tell you to keep digging up the stuff. You can get down here, that's fine. Yeah. I don't think I care about this metal. Come in here and grab that. We could go up here. We can grab this ice. Normally, I wouldn't actually want to raid this biome just for the ice, but, like, Normally, I mean, either you want to melt it and get more water out of it, or just actually keep it cold, but I think we don't actually care about it in this case. Yeah, Snoozy Bee is probably a good thing. Dispense more pajamas. More ice over here we can grab. People seem to be getting pretty receptive to errands again now. This is good. Yeah, there's a few bits. Where are these emotes even from, Uglavisk? I am clap, high hand, frog wow. I feel like it's way easier to get good animated emotes on Twitch than it is to get good stationary emotes. Which is a bit of a weird way for the system to work. Right, pajama number 5. You aren't irrigated because we don't have enough polluted water. Because why? Because we're still dumping more water in there. Okay. Okay, we've got lots more citrus suits now. Let's see. Camille can have one. Let's see. Catalina, Devon, and Ellie. Yeah, this is definitely the episode where everyone gets smartly dressed up. Rotten omelette? That's weird. Let's keep printing more dupes. This will solve the problem, surely. We keep not getting offered regular dupes. We keep getting offered bionic duplicates. We will get a bionic duplicate at some point, but not now. Right, we're up to 4 layers of tiles here. That's good. Let's keep putting more temperature plates back in then. Yes. I should have just done that initially. Then one more pajama, and then we can decide who's getting what. I'm tempted to just pick dupes that have low skills but high athletics, and then they can start doing the errand. They can start wearing the pajamas and get in and out safely before we actually turn on the machine. And I'm going to set this to priority 2 because I don't want people actually doing anything here. Liam. People do occasionally just suffocate with those. Why are you out of power? What? Where's this wire going? Oh, right. Put that here, please. Only the bodgiest of bodge solutions to me. Are those like standard Twitch emotes? No. Artist Tom thinks limited time only emote. Ah. And then you got the you missed from Lumpy Touch. Wait. Oh wow. That's cool. Where do these emotes come from? I'm subscribed to Lumpy Touch on YouTube. Very interesting pixel work. I guess you're right, I did miss them. Right, oxygen's in the pipe. That's good. Who's doing the last pajamas? Nobody at the moment. Okay. Yalpgaga! Hello, Yalpgaga. Hope you're doing well. What is up, my friend? Let me give you a shout out. We're back to ONI. It's been a little while. Oh, those are all the hype train emotes? Oh my god. Those are some good emotes. I like it. Yeah, we're back to ONI. We're on our Prehistoric Planet Pack run. We're about 200 cycles in. We blew up Demolior right outside. We made a couple of carbon dioxide rockets. We're just about to actually get them launched at some point. I'm not really overly prioritizing that at the moment. We have a massive Blum ranch, which we're using for all of our food and oxygen. We have 43 duplicates. The Blums are doing crazy. You've seen them playing a lot of Surviving Mars. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I really enjoyed the base game. I'm not sure that the Below and Beyond... I'm not sure that the relaunch stuff is a massive upgrade, but I was frankly just looking for an excuse to play that game again. I think it is interesting. I think it's worth looking at if you play ONI. The gameplay loop is kind of similar. It's a bit easier to get into. Probably not as satisfying overall, but definitely a similar sort of feel. Overall optimistic tone, like ONI, which I like. I do recommend it, but we need to see if Paradox actually keeps fixing the issues that it has. And there's some questionable UI choices on the DLC content. Like they need to add sliders or like numbers that you type in for the underground and the asteroid lander resource management. I think there's still a bit of work they could do, and I think it's a bit... I mean, obviously, they've done some work to fix the issues with the DLCs that came out after Hangman, but I think there's still more left for them to do, and I'm not overly keen to just buy more DLCs from them until they fix those issues, but I don't know. I don't know. We probably will. Right, okay, let's think about this. So we need dupes that have high athletics but low requirements. So who's that going to be? Maybe Rowan? Ren? Ren has 3 athletics already. Ren seems like a good one. Yeah, Ren I think we can sacrifice. Quantum Zari. I think we can actually put Quantum Zari to sleep. Yeah, it is nice and relaxed. What have you been up to? So Ren, Quantum Zari. You are... I think Otto is a good shout as well. Maybe not Otto because they have the researching as well. Marie has probably too high a requirement. I don't want to sacrifice a dupe. Joshua, we don't need an extra chef. Hassan seems like a good one. How's your athletics? Yeah, your athletics is really good. That's good. Oh, I need to be unequipping hats on these guys. Sleepers are not allowed to wear hats. So, Ren, Quantum Zari, Max. No, it wasn't Max. Joshua. Hassan. And then we need 2 more. I'm tempted to do Ellie just so they don't keep bugging everyone. Barney seems like a good one. Yep, Barney. And I want the dupes with the high athletics so they can tank the initial pajamas penalty before the machine activates. Let's see. Probably not Rowan. Ruby? Ruby sounds good. Okay, we'll do that. Those are the 6. The price you pay for a good night's sleep, I guess? Yeah. It's, basically, it's just me making sure that I actually know which guys I'm selecting to equip these 2. Right, so Barney... Let's go through the list again. Hassan... Joshua... Quantum Zari... Ren... and Ruby. Okay. And then that means... Let's go and have a look at the citrus spandex again. I think I'm going to add citrus spandex to this list, just so I can find it easily. That will be in clothing. Primo garb, right? Yeah. Okay. And this can go to Frankie. Sure. Okay. Let's see how that goes. You're nodding off. Yeah, so when the dupes are wearing the pajamas, they get a -8 athletics penalty, and they get a -10% stamina penalty. But the stamina is not a huge deal. The athletics is the main deal. And thankfully, they're coming down here with oxygen masks, but even then, it's not very good. That's why they're coming down here in oxygen masks. You like to see it. Joshua, what are you doing? Those are your pajamas. I guess you can go get some food. Let's just leave it for now, and then let's go back to diagnostics, see what's going on with that. How are Erin's doing? Erin's doing okay. This pipe needs to go... Wait. Oh, that's the... Wait. No, that's a different pipe. Okay, ignore me. Ignore me. This is all hooked up properly now. So, the carbon skimmers are backing up. That's good. We should have excess bathroom water soon. And then it's got to go into the liquid reservoir, and then we can decide what to do with that from there. Good. Keep having a look at long commutes. Nope. No such luck. Is there a mod that makes the colony report more useful? I would love to see it. Spaghetti. Yeah, our pipes on this run are really bad. They're really bad. We are using random phyto oil to cool our Rust machines. Yeah. I mean, it's all working, but it's... If I was doing a long run, I wouldn't have done so much spaghetti. But this is like a medium run. Quantum Zari is now nodding off. That's good. Those are Joshua's, and then these are Ren's. So Ren is on his way now. You're not overly fast. This is not filling me with confidence. They 200 player time to repair a long run. Yeah, that's true. We obviously do have time to fix everything if we feel so inclined. I'm quite keen to get back to Sour Castle Burst, but there are some things I still want to look at in this, in the November update for the DLC specifically, that I think makes sense. Yikes. Okay, that's better. Right, now I just need Joshua. Oh, Hassan, you poor sod. You'll be alright. There should be air up here now, right? Oh, you're sparkle streaking. Well, it's a good thing you're sparkle streaking, mate, because otherwise I think I'd have been concerned for your safety. Oh, and I need to set everyone in here. So let's see, this needs to be Barney. This needs to be Hassan. This needs to be Joshua. This needs to be Quantum Zari. This needs to be Ren, and this needs to be Ruby. And they do all need to be sleeping in alphabetical order. That's the plan. And then I'm going to need a story trait thing here. Yeah, so when they're wearing the pajamas and they're asleep, they will dream of books. And then they will generate books. No, there is no way of getting the lit workspace buff on this errand. Not even if they're nyctophobes. I tried it. So I think I'm going to have to set up an extra schedule for them. Yes, that's very true. Right, okay, so... Sleep. You're going to be bedtime most of the time, except for the mornings where you're downtime. And then everyone who's not wearing a hat goes on this schedule. Oh, God. Right. I'm just going to go through here and sort the dupes out. That's good. And then we'll go and rebalance the schedules as we add more dupes. I think that makes sense. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. I want to see you all in here sleeping. That's what I want to see. Although, I do need to make sure you're all actually wearing the pajamas, but I think Joshua was the last one. And then once we see all 6 of them in here asleep, then we'll know it's worked. Looks like we're waiting for Ren. Okay. Where's Ren? There's Ren. You are wearing pajamas. Good. But you're kind of not actually back to bed. So I'm going to need to send you up here manually, I think. Are you actually suffocating now? Yes. Well, if you're determined to get up here, you should be fine. Oh, God. That's an issue. You aren't going to make it if you're wearing these. Oh, you've got toasty surroundings. You've got the -5 athletics. Okay. Yeah, unequip the pajamas. Right. So what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to dispense the pajamas and deliver them. Because Ren's not athletic enough with the toasty surroundings penalty. Sure. Well, I mean, at least we'll end up with 5 sleepers for now. But we want 6 so that we can have some downtime for everyone to do errands. That is important to me. I do actually need to set up some active cooling for the base at some point. This is... well, it's quite hot. Eventually, it's going to get hot enough to start affecting the lums and the blums. And that's really not what I want to see. Got some idle dupes now. Okay, well, I'll leave that a little bit longer. You built these modules now. Have you built everything in here? No. Well, you'll do that at some point. But yeah, let's just deliver the pajamas. Right, relocate to Joshua. Which is this one. And then everyone should come back to bed fairly soon. And then hopefully we can get the first dream journal out so we can just start automating all of that. And it looks like a lot of the stress has gone anyways, just because people have done all the annoying errands. Okay. And then we'll get the rest of that sorted. We're missing Hassan as well. Where is Hassan? Okay, Joshua, you need to wear pajamas. Wear pajamas. There you go. Probably not the most responsible use of that. Right, where is Hassan? Please give me a UI that doesn't glitch out. Oh, he's at the top of the list? Really? Oh, Hassan is up here. Why? It's a weird one. Oh. I know why. We need to restrict these to prevent people from using them. Yeah, and then this one. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll go back. So you should stop doing what you're doing. Ren? Oh, Ren was the one that wasn't wearing pajamas. God damn it. Okay. We were this close to greatness. Anyways, here's the book. So, select story trait as the option. And then we're putting the books in here because we don't want people manually going into the depths of the base to deliver the books. It doesn't matter specifically when the books are delivered. We just need to make sure the throughput of books is high enough, so I think having a belt for it generally makes sense. We should get to 25 books pretty soon. We do need someone to come down here and do this, so Travaldo is on the way. That's good. Travaldo is a fast dupe. We've got a dash of salt vine seed in here. Right, what is the gas situation looking like now? Okay, so the carbon skimmers have run a bit more. This means I need to move the dash of salt vines a bit. We don't want them up here when they're not actually doing anything. Yeah, put it here and put it here. And then maybe put one here as well. And one here. And then uproot these. We'll keep getting rid of this chlorine. The hydrogen has behaved. I think most of it is ending up in here for some reason. That's kind of funny. And then, obviously, there's a lot of hydrogen up towards the top of the map, but that's fine. The lum ranches are generally full of CO2. Not all of them are, but that's fine, because I think we do want some regular lums, just to make sure we've got plenty of peat. Right, pajamas. We need these to go to Ren, not Josh. Yeah, dream journals are filling up. This machine is starting to power on. There's actually a little progress meter here, where you can see how many dream journals are loaded in. And then the brains will slowly start floating as well. But yeah, the overall oxygen consumption of this machine. So the machine itself needs 500 grams per second to run. And you need 5 to 6 duplicants as well. Sleeping full time. Or full-ish time. So you're probably going to need at least 1,000 gram per second of oxygen going into this thing. So that's more than an electrolyzer's worth. Let's do some more citrus spandex. Freya can have this one. Let's put some dash of salt vines here. That seems fine to me. Pajamas are here. Now let's wait for the sleepy dupes. And then we should be good. And I think what we'll do for the rest of the day, especially because the stress reduction will help on the rockets, I think the rest of today we're gonna just try and get the resources from space, and then we're gonna go from there. And we'll probably do Dartle Rex stuff tomorrow, unless we need to do a load of active cooling. How are the Jawbos doing? They're still starving. But I think if we keep actively murdering Paku, we should have a solution, at least temporarily. Okay. Ren needs to wear these.
Thanks for the raid.
Redneck! Hope you're doing well. What are you up to? How are you doing? We are back to Oni. It's been a while. I'm going to red alert again. Here you go. Now you're here 2 times. Amazing. This is the best use of red alert, by the way, to make people put clothes on. Here you go. Let me give you a shout out. Are you still doing that super long run? Up to no good as usual. Fair enough, fair enough. We've just, we've started a bit slow today, just getting back into the swing of things. We've got the sleep machine working. So, well, it's not working yet, but we've got the sleepers ready. We've got all the infrastructure set up for them. We should have plenty of books. And these guys, we picked some dupes that had some low overall investment, but high starting athletic stats, so that we know that they're not going to get up to any mischief. One other thing to consider, because we have 6 dupes here constantly exhaling, we do actually need pretty good airflow through here, which is also why I wanted to make sure these skimmers were working properly. But I think the gas situation is starting to get a bit better. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it now. You finished the low percent run. Now you try Bollocks for the first time to blast the molly. Oh, nice. Also tried melting George's house to get him out, but it didn't work. Oh, not George cruelty. What does George do to deserve this? We're also still filling up this tank with whatever liquids we can find. I guess we're about halfway. That's not bad. Oh, look. Speaking of liquids. Yeah, the pod is always offering us Barnet dupes now instead of regular dupes because we printed all of the regular dupes. That's very interesting. Do you reckon we have to actually print the Barnet dupes to get access to more organic dupes? I think that might be possible. Because we only got offered, we've only been offered one more guy. Didn't I imprison George in a geyser? No, I imprisoned George in an iron volcano. That's what we did. We did George cruelty once, and then vowed never again. Are we doing well, Mr. Nines? Or Mrs. Nines, or whichever. Right, whatever you feel like today. I think technically George doesn't exist to complete the storyline, so I wasn't cruel to him. Skeptical. Can we actually get this built, please? I want to start these space missions. My bad. I'm okay to do well, thanks. Good, good. We have actually got some nectar. That's good. I do need some more, I actually need some more access over here. That's kind of funny. Build a normal ladder challenge. Mission difficulty impossible. I'm gonna dig this ice too. I'm glad the tree is keeping cool enough with the lights like this. We want some nectar for our freezer loop for the guys. I'm glad we're just passively getting a little bit. Glad that all the branches are grown now. I did turn harvest off for this, right? Yes, good. Otherwise, when the house melts, there should have been a George, or at least a little nugget of genetic ooze on the ground. Was really hoping for the nugget of genetic ooze so you can see what to build with it. Yeah, if the devs aren't going to give you access to genetic ooze, it's just not going to happen. Stinky can have farming. Nisbet can have tidying. Liam can have building. Hassan can have grilling, because I don't care what Hassan has. That's all good. Yeah, we should be up to scratch on these books fairly soon. How many are we at now? Yeah, we're getting there. Look, we got a floating brain. I think we're at the point where we can do some more research again. Should we do some more research again? Is there anything we actively need? Probably a good idea to get Steam Turbines at some point, just in case. Also, actually, now that I think about it, we have Iridium, right? How about we do Sauna active cooling for this run? Because we have a lot of duplicates. We have plywood for making the sauna out of. Wait, hold on. Sauna. Do we need wood for a sauna? You do. So we've got plywood for the sauna. We have iridium for making a heat-resistant gas pump. And the funny thing is, because we've actually got a better material than steel, we can delete more heat with the saunas than usual. Oh, yeah, this is really good. Okay, let's do this today. I want to do this today, now. The sauna always outputs water at 80 degrees C. It always outputs water at 80 degrees C. So if you're feeding it 500 degrees steam, we're deleting a lot of heat. The only thing is, the duplicates don't use the saunas that often, so you need a lot of duplicates to delete a lot of heat, but we can do it. Please tell me you're not using plywood for the smokers. Oh, that's gross. No, we got loads of peat. Have you seen this run? We have like so many lums. We have so many lums and blums. We've got more blums than lums, but we still have plenty of peat production. We're running peat power as well, and if we ever actually run out of peat, we'll just turn these off. Because we've actually got excess hydrogen from the bees as well. And the worst case, we'll just plant more bees. It's a weird sentence out of context. Yeah, let's definitely get the sauna build done. Because I don't think I built that in the stream. Where would I even put that? Probably down here, right? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Because we're going to need to make a room to put all the steam in. And then we're going to need to do some other stuff. What's in here? Nothing important. Yeah, good. But yeah, if you want to see the sauna video, it's on YouTube. You've been lurking on off but not actively following. Fair enough. You thought you recovered from your Iridium addiction by starting the series, but swapping in a Prehistoric Planet Pack spawns an Iridium POI. Here we go again. Iridium's so good. But yeah, I think having a material like Iridium in the game is great because we can have a super hot asteroid start where you start with like a limited amount of Iridium in your starting biome, but then all the surrounding biomes require exosuits. And you can or like 300, 400 degree biomes, and you can do that if you have access to a little bit of Iridium at the start, and then that's a real challenge. Gotta get to the kiddos so we can stream and see you around. No worries, take care, Redneck. I like the Pepe emote. God, people have got such good Twitch emotes now. I'm jealous. I don't think the research will take very long. Do we have the water? That's probably the main thing I'm worried about. That's why we're dumping water down here, actually. Wait. Got some brine in here? Okay. Doing it again. We're dumping more water in here for research. Wait. I've got a better idea than this. Let's just put a friggin' bottle filler in here. Yeah, this one. And then we'll actually fill this up with excess water for research. And then that's gonna be like, Okay, no, don't do that. I think what I want to do is I want to do it like this. And then that is gonna go here. You know, just continuing all the spaghetti. Yeah, let's make sure that gets built. I'm very keen to do the sauna thing now. Because we do, obviously you can set up thermal aqua tuners with steam turbines, and that's a lot of active, reliable cooling. But it's boring! We always do that. So, we're just going to cool everything with saunas instead. This will work. Oh my god, my room says I have 3,000 ppm of carbon dioxide in here. That's not good. Apparently we're going to get a cold wave coming. You know what? I'm going to crack a window. I don't have my room... I need a carbon skimmer for my room. Normally I have a... What is it? Normally I have the window open a crack, but it's cold. Hopefully that helps. But you don't notice it usually until it gets really high. But your brain notices even at relatively low levels. It's one of those things I'm a little bit paranoid about. Maybe playing this game has had that effect on me. Who knows? Gene, you can have one of these as well. Where are you going, Ruby? Oh. Surfboard. That's not ideal, is it? I don't think I really want people to surf on this. Ada's suffocating. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're nearly there. Let's get this sorted out. Speedy uppy. We got 4 brain. Oh, we got 4 brains. We got 4 bars left. Can we spot the books? We got 1 book. We got 2 books. We got 3 books. We got 4 books. Okay, great. Yeah, this is working properly now. Good. At long last. You know what? This might be the thumbnail today just because they're so snazzy. With all the Neutronium decor. I like it. Ari is happy too. This is a good sign. Let's activate the thing here. Let's give you typing because that's free. Gossaman, you could have suit sustainability. Bubbles, you could have piloting. I don't know why. Operating for ash can seems good. Got some loot. Let's have a look at the loot. We're low on food? I don't know. I think we'll be fine. We got the High-Vis X. Interesting. Well, I can see some food right here that we're not eating. So... And look at all this tender brisket just lying on the floor. We need more dupes to keep eating this food. Alright, we've got 1 book left. Where is it? Where's the 1 book? Here it is! Let's get maximum aptitude mode. This is me after New Year's. Maximum aptitude mode. There we go. We did it. Meeting the initial quota of dream content analysis has triggered a surge of electromagnetic activity that appears to be enhancing performance for duplicates everywhere. If my duplicates can keep this building fueled with dream journals, perhaps we can continue to reap this benefit. A small side compartment is opened up for a keepsake. Cool! We got the toy plane. Now this is working. It's going to keep analyzing dreams. And the effect is substantial. So if we go over to the dupes... They have maximum aptitude, so they have minus 25% stress from cycle, and plus 5 to athletics, strength, science, piloting, and machinery. So even the dupes in the pajamas will have minus 3 athletics net. This is great, so we don't really have to worry about stress now, because it's a global buff to everyone across the entire star map. Is a Somnian synthesizer considered Blum power because it uses oxygen? Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. It's also made of steel, apparently. Right, where to put the plane. I'm going to put the plane here for now because we have a pedestal. Probably not super needed, but whatever. Drecos. Where are the Drecos going again? I did set the loop to go somewhere. But I didn't think overly about where I was going to go. It's in here. Okay. We're just going to end up with a load of... Oh, right. This isn't going to work. We're just going to have a load of Drecos climbing around the map. That does not sound like a good plan. I'm going to have to put them in the lab, I think. In here. I don't really like that the pinch of pepper is going to go up here, but I don't think we have a choice. Not at the moment. Put that there, and then... Open this up. And then... Operating for Marie, I guess? Okay, that's good. So now we just need the research and the radiation. So you should be filling up with water. And then you should be able to do the supercomputer research with that, right? Should just be able to get it out of the filler. Yes. Okay, that's good. I kind of want to put a few of them in here. I'm going to put 2 more down here. Mostly just because I want to make sure we have the water on demand quickly available. Yeah, do that. Stress should no longer be an issue at all. Then we can sweep this, and then I can look up the sauna. Because if we do build the sauna stuff today, that will definitely be the thumbnail. Right. Give me uno secondo. We got some funny noises coming from the clothing fashionator. Okay, here it is.
6 KDTUs
per second. With sorry, that was me. Let's see. Normally I load these up on a different computer, but I'm not doing that anymore. Right, here is the link. Let's see what we actually have to build. So we have to build... The setup is actually very simple. We build the thermo aquatuner, and then we build the gas pumps, and then we just build the saunas. It's really easy. What I am thinking we do, though, is I'm thinking we set up the thermo aquatuner in a bit that's not directly linked to the rest of the base. Well, it's a catch-22, because on the one hand we want to not have to pump the gas a long way, but on the other hand we don't want this 500-degree block in the middle of the base. I don't know, it's not going to be huge, is it? Whatever. You know what? I'm just going to stick it here. I don't overly care. Am I going to double wall this? Oh, that's something to consider. It's probably worth double walling this because it's going to actually be containing hot steam only. No liquids. So perhaps I do it bearing that in mind. We could put a liquid on the bottom, but the problem is, it would pretty much have to be... If it's Iridium we're doing this with, I don't think it could even be petroleum. So I don't think we want any liquids in here, which I think means we do double wall it. So... I think I'm going to make this a bit bigger than usual. And then I need to think about how this is going to look. Okay, so let's just stick a tile here. So we know the aquatuner is going to go in here. Normally I have some metal tiles in here to conduct heat with the steam from the aquatuner. I think what I need to do is I need to make sure these are metal tiles on the floor. And then that should stop the conduction, double conduction going on. Right, so let's make this cobalt. on the floor. And then this one needs to be insulated as well. Normally I don't care about double walling things, but this seems like a case where I really do need to care about it. And then I need to think about how much steam we're actually putting into this thing. So if we look at the sauna, each sauna uses... Well, it's 25 kilograms per use. It's going to be hot steam. I think we're just going to have a load of saunas. As many as we can reasonably fit in the area. Let's think about this. Right, so... Oh, we need more Iridium if we're going to make the Aquatuna out of Iridium. We do actually need to go into space then, don't we? Right, can we just do this? Can we do this with the first rocket? Select destination, Iridium. And then I need you to put all of the pemmican in here. Now that we have the brain machine on here, I think this will work. We also need a load of algae. This is set to sweep only. Yeah, set it to algae, set it to pemmican. So... Pemmican will all be at the printing pod. That's a pretty easy one. Yeah, that should be enough. It's balloon time. Right, and then we need algae, so... Show me the biggest lump of algae you got. I mean, that's a pretty big lump. Let's do that one, do that one, do that one. Just keep dumping stuff in here for a while. And make this priority 9. Yeah, people are already on the way to do that, that's good. And then I think that will do... Oh, we want plastic in here as well. For more data banks. Wait, do you already have plastic to sweep? I don't think you do. No. Let's find the plastic. There's not a lot of plastic around. You know what, just bring a little bit of plastic. That's fine. Thank you very much for stopping by, Lugbolt. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you soon. Right. Yes, let's get the sauna thing working. Right, so... Denver Aquatuna goes here. I'll tell you what, for now, I'm just going to build it out of gold amalgam. Blech. Because I want to remember that it's still here. And then the output water from the saunas is getting dumped in here as well. So we need a vent. And obviously I need to make sure that none of this stuff is going to melt at like 575 degrees. So let's put the pipe element sensor in here as well. Pipe thermosensor. That's what we want. Put that in there. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna shove these tiles here. How wide are we gonna have the sauna? So the sauna is 3 wide. Let's have some lamps as well, but we desperately, desperately need a liquid lock in here. I think the liquid lock is gonna have to be depleted uranium. Or it's gonna have to be liquid uranium. So let's do that. Let's put the metal in here to melt the uranium. And then the end one is going to have to be oil. The end 2 shouldn't have any gases in contact, but... Well, we'll see about that. I think it's going to look something like this. The main issue is we're going to need this to be double-walled as well. Yeah, if that's not double walled, it's not going to work well. So I think I'm actually going to have to just do it like this. There's a Abyss light down here. That should work. This doesn't seem particularly wise. I think normally I would build this a little bit more carefully than this, but it's fine. Right, gas pumps, we can make these. We need a thermosensor in here as well, because we only want the gas to pump in if it's super hot. I'll have a look at the automation requirements in a minute. So, I'm going to need some oil. We're going to need some oil on this side. And I think what I'll do is... I think I'll put a sauna here. And then I'll put a load more saunas up here. This is not really ideal with where the friggin' surfboard is placed, but that's okay. So this is a diagonal, so I think we can get away with not doing that. So let's have a think. Put a lamp in. We shouldn't need to make this out of anything heat resistant. Okay, you know what? I think maybe we just do it like this. Have 3 saunas. That seems reasonable. Okay, we're doing the water research. It's taking a little while. Are we actually getting the water in here? No. Do I just need to temporarily divert water into here again? I think I will. Just temporarily. It's not working. Put it in here. Yeah. Okay, let's do that temporarily. Just to get our research done. I'm sure I'll remember about that. Then, let's see. We want the lamp. Also, sorry if I miss a comment. Because I'm currently skipping between 2 windows. Let's remove this. I need to put some heavy watt wire in here, and I need to make this out of uranium. Melt it. So we want 1 bit there, 1 bit there probably, and then we'll put the oil here, and then they'll be separated by vacuum. That's the plan. I'll need to vent these 2 rooms as well, so let's actually get the gas. This needs to be insulated pipe. This needs to be a very insulated pipe. To be real. Now we can't reach all of these pipe segments, so I'm just going to vent the gas up here for now. Get it out of here. But we need to put the oil here first to initially seal the room. And then we need to actually put the uranium in to make sure it stays sealed once it heats up. And we need to put some water in here to start as well, so... I'll probably just put a temperature plate of ice in here. Brine ice? That'll do, won't it? I'll put another one of brine ice in here. Okay, this is still filling up, that's good. Right, eat the paku. How are you doing? Okay, you're... I mean, you've seen better days. We have 9 Jawbo eggs. That's good, though. They're not overly happy, but they're at least producing enough eggs to self-replace. Yeah, we're going to actually just straight up need to print bionic dupes to get more organic dupes, aren't we? Well, we'll have to set up a bionic dupe enclosure at some point then. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Right, we need 3 things in here. We need pemmican. We need algae. We need plastic. So algae is looking good so far. Pemmican is not looking good. I'm going to yellow alert this. Because we do actually need to get into space. I need to test that the rocket actually works like this as well. You're nearly done on the research. How's the water looking? Okay, you're actually full up now. That's good. So, perhaps if I just turn this off, and then hook this up again. I shouldn't need to keep doing this, but I am going to keep doing it. I can't say I'm overly happy with how this looks, but at the end of the day, if this is providing the active cooling, that's all we're really looking for. Right, let's actually see the automation, right? Ah, yes. We need an AND gate. Makes sense. Right, so we want the pipe thermosensor. So if the liquid in the pipe is warm enough, and if the steam is below the target temperature, then we turn on the thermoaverage. That makes sense, doesn't it? You need to be oil. You need to be immediately done. And then let's speed this up. Yeah, stress is 0 now because of the brain machine. It's such a good machine. So good. And... oh, how are we going to melt this? Is this a case... you know what? I think this is also a case where we put some uranium in here on the bottom. I think that makes sense now. Right, so put 2 segments here. I think that will do. I'm going to need some manual generators to get this going, I think. Let's actually... you know what? Do this. Well, that's not ideal, but, like, that'll do. Right, so... nickel... am I really using nickel for this? It's kind of weird. Oh, hold on. I don't want the conductive wire going here, ultimately. Let's just do that for now. I don't know, maybe we're right doing this for now? Right, we have the sauna research, so let's put that in. Again, we can make it out of plywood. The saunas don't need to be made out of heat-resistant material. I guess I'll make them out of gold amalgam, just because. And then the gas. We need to dump the gas in here immediately. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, even though we don't need it from a temperature management point of view, I'm going to put these as insulated pipes specifically to make sure that we don't get any issues with that. I'm going to need you to put more oil in here so this can actually spill over. That will spill over when it... okay, good. Alright, that's done. Good. I'm going to leave that here as well. Right, put that here as well. And then, ultimately, what I want to do is I want to send it over here. And I think what that means is it's going to go through this room. It's actually going to go bridge over here. And then it's going to go over here. We're going to have insulated steam. We're going to have insulated pipes in insulated tiles for most of it, except for these output tiles. Right, brine is in here. That's good. I thought we had more brine than this. Oh. What? Oh, no, this... this is supposed to be uranium. Oh, we're putting the brine in here to get the initial starting steam. You've noticed that overpressurizing vents works again? What? Really? You're having almost as much of an issue convincing people that tile formation happens in aluminium volcanoes as they did trying to find a solution to it? Man, I had the same thing when I did my more recent Metal Volcanoes video. Metal Volcanoes video, episode 36. Everyone was like, why are you redoing this for a geotuned aluminium volcano? These don't form tiles, they're normal volcanoes. And I'm like, no, have you actually tried geotuning a high output aluminium volcano? It's gross. Have you encountered the ability to make vents run on overpressurized tanks? No, I haven't tried it yet. We could try it again. I haven't really had many gas vents open this run. I'm kind of hoping that's not really the case. Right, let's have a look at here. So we got the algae, we need the pemmican. So I'm gonna need you to sweep the pemmican. Where is that? Oh. I think I know where it is. No? Am I gonna have to add pemmican to this overlay? Where is it? You dropped it on the way. Okay. Well, don't do that. You put 3 gases in a U shape and it goes forever? Even the steam vent? Well. Hopefully they fix that soon then. Right. We got this in here. So, we want the cooler liquid to be, let's say, set degree still if it's above, I don't know, like 20 degrees? I don't need to cool the base to more than, say, 20 degrees. Aluminium volcanoes definitely form tiles thanks to the low threshold for tile formation, only 660 kilograms. Yes, exactly. You're very right. Now, why are you peeing? You're probably peeing because of a yellow alert, right? Yeah. That's why it's a yellow alert. Okay. Citrus spandex for Liam. Seems good. Oh, I'm really happy we're doing something different today. I thought I was just going to be treading water a little bit today. But this is definitely something new. Right, power wire. Your wire is broken, hasn't it? Yes. It's not a good sign. Someday, I will actually fix these wires. But not today. I don't think the AquaTune is going to have to run the whole time. Real talk, I'm just going to set this up. I'm just going to set this up off of the conductive wire. This is all a big experiment anyways. And also, we actually have enough refined metal now. This is okay. Right, algae is coming in. That's good. There's probably enough algae now, and I can also just turn it off here, right? So don't bother with that. Don't bother with that. Just dump the pemmican. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, Lum's looking good. So it looked like 35 seconds was the sweet spot on the buffer. Wait. Oh, you're in the door. Well, it's your fault. How many snazzy suits have you made now? You made 8 snazzy suits? Okay. There's going to be a time where I need to stop making snazzy suits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not yet. I probably want to decorate these rooms too, right? I'm going to put a door here. And then I can make this a rec room. And we'll make this a rec room. And we'll put the crown molding in here. Because we're just that fancy. And I need to put a door here too to make sure dupes don't wander through by accident. So the actual gas vent is going to go... Oh, okay. The actual gas vent is going to go here. That could just be a regular gas vent. And that's going to be regular gas for now. And then the liquid... So the liquid from the saunas is going to be 80 degrees. So, okay. That needs to go in this pipe. And then that probably needs to go all the way around here and then just dump in here. And then I remove all of this. And then the liquid for the aqua tuner is a bit different. That's going to go here. I don't really want to run the liquid for the aqua tuner through the metal tiles. What's the issue with putting the vent here? I'm gonna try just putting it here. Let's see if that works. And then that is going to be the coolant liquid that runs through the base. So where am I going to run that through to start with? Give me a sec. Right, we're back. Ugh, seamless experience. Okay, I need to get this to start running. So, where exactly do I want to cool? The reality is I want to cool the lums, right? These vines... Okay, so the thing is, these vines can't be cooler than 25 degrees C. So I think what I actually need to do is I need to set this to 39 degrees C. And obviously the map itself is ambiently quite hot. We're not going to have to do a huge amount of active cooling to keep those below the target temperature. Now, what I would say is this room is going to be absolutely full of steam. I think what I want to do is I just want to send the liquid down here. And I just want the loop to go this way. And do I need to build this all out of insulated material? Maybe. I mean, that can go there. And then, where exactly am I running this? I think I'm just running it over here. And I think I'm just going to use conductive piping. I think let's make it out of, say, mafic rock. I'll do sedimentary rock. Just build the pipe here. And I'll just run it past all the vines. And we'll put polluted water in the lines so we can see it really clearly from the regular water. But I think it's only these that we actually care about. And also this needs to come down here then. So we're going to need to cut this off and plumb this. That's okay. That can go over here. Go like this. Everyone loves building pipes. This is not going to be an issue. I'll put the bridges in afterwards. But I'm thinking, if we just have a long radiator full of polluted water, which is abundant, then we don't need to put any radiant tiles in, and it will just gradually cool everything down. And then we can run it past a few more places as well as we need to, but the pipe spaghetti is so bad on this map, I'm not really that excited to do that. Right, so I think it's going to come down here. And I think I will just actively cool the whole middle of the map with it. I think that's reasonable. So I think actually what I'm going to do then is I'm going to not do that pipe there. I think this is just going to go... I think this is just going to go up the middle of the map. I don't think we have to insulate this bit. So the water's going to come out of here, and then we need to start putting all the bridges in. So that's going to go like that. And then... this is going to get very annoying. I better not screw this up, because I'm going to have to redo all these bridges again afterwards, if that's the case. I'm really hoping this isn't going to destroy any of the vines. I don't think it will. I guess we'll find out if it does. Okay. They're already building all this. That's good. Okay. And then... we need a bottle drainer. And that's going to just fill it up this way. And we're just going to fill it up with a load of polluted water from both angles. So actually what I'll do here is I'll just put a bridge here. We'll do the same. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. And then the only thing with that means I'm going to have to actually put some pitch pumps in here. That's fine. Let's do one here. I don't know. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? Let's do that. How, excellent people. Oh, hold on. You've got the pemmican in here. Good. Okay, turn off yellow alert at last. Right. I'm gonna save it, and then we're gonna get our pilot in here. Who's gonna be our pilot? We want... I don't know, doesn't matter. Some undemanding dupe with piloting. So how about, how about Ellie? No. How about Steve? Yeah, you're going to demolish all debris. Summon crew. Oh, that's a new button, isn't it? Interesting. And then... go back to the rocket. Begin launch sequence. I think we're ready, because we have water in the pipe for the toilet. We have lots of oxygen from the algae. We have lots of... we have a tiny little bit of plastic, but we frankly aren't making that much plastic, so we'll save the plastic for databanks for another time. Let's have a look at our friend. Where is he? Steve. He's here. Why are you injured? Weird. People getting beaten up by poke shells? There is an angry poke shell. It's possible. Oh well, I don't really care that much. I like that you don't actually need plastic to complete the research now. What? Okay. Let's launch. Goodbye. You can get enough data banks from space mining to do all the research. Yes, that's true. You get a lot just from going into space. Goodbye, rocket. He's here. He's in the loo. Right, unequip your suit. Oh, poor Steve. Food type not permitted, so... Let's make sure that Steve has access to pemmican. There you go. Enjoy your food. We will set you to databanks. Actually, you can make 18 databanks. That's better than nothing. Rad pills? No. Well, you're probably not going to be hanging out in the radiation zone the entire time. So the good thing is, he's already there. And the rocket is already harvesting all the resources. If we look at the rocket, cargo bay is filling up. It is gathering away at... not very fast. But that's fine. We don't actually need that much iridium. But we'll have it collect as much as we need. Right, what's going on? Why have we got unreachable toilets, unreachable food? Oh. God. Okay. Build this very quickly. This is a problemo. You have to build this, otherwise he dies. Good job, Uglavisk. How did this even happen? Okay, good. Right, so Iridium's on the way. We still need to fill this up with stuff. So fill it up with polluted water. Enable auto bottle, priority 9. Fit that in. And then there's a couple of pipes that we can't build. So I'm going to have to remove this vent for now and put in a ladder. Okay. We should be venting all the gas from this room. In fact, it is all pretty much vented. That's good. Put a ladder in here now. Make a ladder out of plywood. That's funny. Yeah, I like it. We're actually grabbing the resources. Did we grab the artifacts? I don't know. We should end up with a cargo bay that's approximately 6 tons iridium, 6 tons gold. So that's going to be very useful for us. And then what else do we want to do? We want to drywall all of this, obviously. So let's have the sweaty wallpaper. That sounds good. Let's have the sweat drops. It's clearly not what it's called. Oh well. Oh no, 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 no. We want the sweaty wallpaper part in here. And then we want the actual neutronium wallpaper in here. Because this is supposed to be fancy. There you go. And I guess I'm going to put you back here. And then maybe we put the pedestal over there as well, and then we can actually put the toy plane in there. Yeah, why not? Do we have a neutronium pedestal? We do. Okay, let's do that. I can go there, and then... I'm just going to put the bottle emptier in here in case we need to dump more oil in here. That seems fine. And then... Oh, whoops. You need to put the sauna back. So this all needs to be pretty nice. Alright, let's speed 2. I want to make sure this actually works today, so let's get the speed up a little bit. How's the rest of the pipe going? Any success with that? Looks like they built most of the pipe, but not the bridges. Well, I'm sure they'll get on with it. I like the lure plants and how dangly they are. Oh, also, I need to take these Draco eggs and relocate them in here. Pretty urgently, actually. Because otherwise, we're going to have a Draco explosion. There you go. Amari can have digging. Barney can have rocketry. Catalina can have applied sciences. Devon can have operating. Ellie can have operating. Max can have digging. Mimar can have digging. A can have digging. Rowan can have digging. Lewis can have digging. I shall engage my brain with the skill selection as little as possible. Right, I'm going to put the sweaty wallpaper in with the generators as well, because that seems amusing. But I really don't think we're going to have to run the thing that often. Yeah, and now we wait, I think. Yeah, just get it all done. It shouldn't take you too long, right? We can build all this pipe. Got any blueprints for the sauna? No. Fair enough. Hello, Ain't Beluga 1. If you're enjoying the stream. We are about to set up our base cooling, and our base cooling is not going to use a steam turbine, it's going to use saunas, because I'm being awkward. And the dupes need to run on saunas, to be honest, for their morale. We're going to run a thermo-aquatuner in here. It's going to heat up a load of steam. It's going to cool the rest of the base in the process. We're directing the cooling into the plants by the Blums. So that, because they're the only things that we need to cool, but ultimately we do want to dump the coolant into the rest of the map. I don't mind whether it's water or polluted water in here in general. I mean, ideally, we want it to be polluted water. Yeah. I'm new to the game. It isn't a dupe every 5 cycles a lot. It is! And you definitely shouldn't do it if you're just starting out. But the theme of this run is no electrolysers. We're not allowed to build electrolysers for any reason. And we haven't. But that's because we're on the Prehistoric Planet Pack. Prehistoric Planet Pack is a very powerful critical of the Blum. So the Blum eats plants and produces algae. And you use algae for all of your oxygen diffusers. You know, like those things that you use early on in the game until you run out of algae. They're very efficient at converting algae into oxygen. And you can deliver the algae as a solid everywhere, so it's very convenient. But the Blum, because the overgrow vine and node is so efficient at turning water into food for these guys. Every 45 kilograms of water that goes into these plants turns into 132 kilograms of algae from the Blums. And that's almost 3 times the mass. The electrolyzer is not going to give you anywhere near that efficiency. So we set up a special ranch design where the vines are contained within these doors. The lums could jump through to the grooming stations to get groomed. We have mimickers in here pollinating the vines for extra throughput. And the mimickers are trapped by this liquid column. And then the lums get dumped automatically in the rooms over time via these vertical shafts. So it's very automated, very efficient, and we're producing so much oxygen and so much meat, so much tough meat from all of these lums and blums that we have printed so many duplicates and it's not really making a dent. Most of our food is still going off. We have way more tender brisket than we actually need for the dupes. And the oxygen is really getting stored up. We also have some Rust Deoxidisers over here. These are mostly just for metal production because the asteroid is metal poor. So we've had to make a little bit of iron ore to help us out this way. But they've been working away in here, and the chlorine has just been going into salt mines to recycle all the chlorine. But yeah, definitely don't take this many dupes normally. We're doing it because we're a professional. I'm not professional, but yeah. How's the heat doing? Heat's not bad. It's not great, which is why I'm setting up this sauna cooling thing over here. I'm going to dig out all this abyssite as well if I can help it. Let's just do this. So the asteroid is hot, but the plant, the Ovagra node, actually ideally wants a temperature between 25 and 45 degrees C. Similarly, the lums like a temperature between 20 and 70 degrees C. So we don't want the base to be cold, but we do want the base to be cool enough the dupes aren't getting toasty surroundings, and they currently are. But we're going to cool it down with this thermal aquatuner in here, which is going to be running all the polluted water through it. And we're going to be cooling it all with saunas, because basically we're going to be dumping all the heat into steam, and instead of running that steam through a steam turbine, we're going to run it into saunas, because saunas always output water at 80 degrees C no matter what. So if we just heat the steam up to 500 degrees in here, we can delete a lot of heat per sauna. And I think this is, well, I mean, ultimately you get power from a steam turbine. So the steam turbine is better overall, I will say that much. But this is interesting, and I wanted to test it out in the stream, because we did a YouTube video on it, and this is technology that you could potentially do on Oasis. But you do need steel, so it can only go up to, like, say, 275 degrees. The overheat temperature on the pumps is the constraint here. But, yeah, this is technically a way to delete a large amount of heat. And it's particularly useful in our case, because we have a large number of duplicates, which means we're going to be able to get guys in these saunas constantly. And that means they're going to be constantly deleting heat and processing all the steam. And I'm hoping that 3 steam pumps is enough. And I'm sure there's going to be some wrinkles with this, but we can explore them together. So we vented all the gas out of here. We've got some oil in here for a liquid lock at the moment. Oil will actually boil in here because this room is eventually going to get too hot. So we've got some uranium here that's going to melt and form a liquid uranium seal. That doesn't work in real life, but it works in ONI because they programmed the melting temperature wrong. Saunas delete heat, how do they work? Yeah, basically, it takes in steam and it outputs water. It says in the tooltip it will be the temperature of the input materials. The game lies. The temperature is actually 80 degrees, always. For some reason. It also adds frost resistance, and it gives +2 morale. Unless they patched it. If they patched it, then... yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it is a bug or not. I remember people saying that it was intended to come out at 80 degrees C. Because obviously, if you put steam in, would you expect to get steam out? And when you go in a sauna in real life, it's water vapor. It's not steam. You're not literally steaming yourself. Maybe you are in like a steam room, but that's a different thing. Sauna is like 50 degrees and then high humidity, like very high humidity or something. Well, it depends. I don't know. I mean, the settings of the sauna can vary. All I'm saying is, generally about 80 degrees C is about right, I think. I don't know. Any sauna enthusiasts know any better? But yeah, I don't think this is a bug. But yeah, the uranium thing is definitely a bug. So... uranium in real life melts at 1,144 degrees C-ish. But in-game, it melts 1,000 degrees lower. And that means it stays as a liquid between like 140 degrees C and 4,000 degrees C. Which is very, very powerful. And that's what we're going to be using to make sure we can actually get in here. The funny thing is, we don't actually need to get in here once this is all operational. But I just want to make sure we can get in here in an emergency. I think perhaps I might actually just seal it up once it's at temperature. I think the oversight is that it always consumes the steam after a single use, no matter how hot the steam was. Yeah, so... yeah, that's interesting. Let's see what happens. Right, let's set up the vent. We need the vent in here. Because ultimately we're recycling the water. That's the intent. I think we do want the water to be insulated, so let's put that there. I don't think there's a huge amount more left for us to do, other than replace the aqua tuner. But I kind of want to wait until we grab most of this debris. Obviously, we can come back. That's not, like, a problem. We do have enough iridium to come back now. Should we just come back now? I think we can just come back immediately, though. I think I will literally wait until there's nothing left to do, and then we'll do it. There's no steam in here, so this aqua tuner should heat up the brine to the point where it boils. We fill the room with steam. That steam will eventually be hot enough to boil the uranium. I will need to delete the steam in here somehow, probably. We'll see how that goes. Oh, in that case, if we need to delete the steam in there, maybe I should move this door. Oh, we'll figure it out later. How are people doing idleness-wise? They're doing fine. Still got a Megaphron in here working. That's nice. I mean, I could try tricking this chlorine vent if you really want me to try it, but I don't really feel like trying it. If I were to fix the heat deletion of the sauna and make it output a portion of the heat into the environment. Yes! That would make sense. I like that idea. We are filling the loop, but that can continue for a little while. I think we are actually done in here. Oh, I need to set the stew. Send green signal if below 570 degrees C. That's ridiculous that we're doing that, but that's the actual overheat temperature is 575 degrees. So I think that makes sense. I think 800 kilograms of steam will be enough in here. If not, we can just add more brine ice. Okay, let's get the rocket and come back. Okay, you're looking a bit better now. Come back. That was quick. I do need to actually unpack the material. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I need to actually set up a port unloader? Or can I just cancel it here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually build a port unloader, aren't I? Okay. Oh. No, hold on. Solid rocket port unloader. That's what we want. Right? Is there anything to find fiber safely? I'm afraid of slime lung, unless it's not as bad as it seems. Slime lung isn't as bad as it seems. The main issue with slime lung is that it decreases your duplicate's breath. So it takes longer for them to regain that oxygen if they're breathing, if they're trying to regain their breath. So if they're trapped, it's quite, and also they lose their breath faster when they're actually just like running around. So if you're in a low oxygen environment, it's dangerous. Otherwise, not really. Also, you can use radiation if you have spaced out to destroy slime lung germs pretty easily. Right, I'm gonna have to get the yeah, I'm gonna have to get this port built, aren't I? Do I actually want to build it here? I don't know. Let's deconstruct that. See what happens with this. I probably want to build the tiles here as well. The main thing you want to keep in mind is you might want to put deodorizers along the path into the slime area to keep the polluted oxygen and the germs contained. Yes, that's sensible. Having a vacuum seal could be pretty good for that. But yeah, we do have a Discord where people can also answer questions and things. So if you have any questions during a run while I'm not around, someone will definitely be there somewhere to answer a question. Right, let's put in the solid rocket port unloader. And then that's going to need a chute. And then I guess the chute is just going to go... Will that work? Oh, I guess you don't need to do this then? Okay. Let's see if that works. I'm going to get someone to do another research now. Let's actually get the... Let's get the Robo-Miner. Hopefully it won't take you guys too long to actually build this, because I want to make sure we can get the materials out. Perhaps 3 rockets was a bit optimistic. I don't know, maybe we could do 3 rockets. We need to make some better space food. Maybe that'll be the next thing we prioritize, making some berry sludge. Megaphron grains. Other foods. Yeah, dump everything. Oh, we need a wire. Gross. Let's see. That can go here. Yeah, have fun with that. And you're not going to run yet because the liquid that's actually going into this is quite cold as it is. That's good. I guess that's going to slowly cool stuff down in here as well. I mean, I will have to actually activate this at some point. I mean, I could run it in here. That's the one thing about this. If I'm going to delete all this heat, I need to actually have some heat to delete from somewhere. Maybe it's the phyto oil. I mean, the thing is, we're still sending the amber down here temporarily, or every now and then to turn into plastic. I will have a think about this. How's it looking? You got a lot of wires to build. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to get you to do that for now. I think what I'm gonna do, just to help speed this up, I'm gonna build some more masks over here. Put them here, and then we'll make 3 more masks. Because I don't really want errands to be constrained by how many people can get in and out of areas. I think I will do. How is the Primo Garb situation doing? Looks like we made a lot of snazzy suits and not a lot of Primo Garb. Okay. Right, and we need someone else to wear the next citrus spandex. Everyone switching to citrus spandex. Them's the rules. You are doing okay. Lacks oxygen. You're not doing okay. What? Oh. Oh. Well, that's not what we wanted. There you go. That should work. We don't want that bonus turning on and off. Hold on a second, isn't 80 degrees C still hot? Yeah, it is Celsius. 80 degrees C is still hot, but we're dumping it into this room where it's full of actively like 500 degrees C steam. That's the plan. So the temperature of the steam is going from 500 degrees to 80 degrees C. So we're subtracting about 400 from that. That's some very rough maths. But, essentially, the heat energy is getting deleted. Even though the thermal aquatuner is heating it up by cooling down the rest of the environment, that heat is also getting removed by the saunas, converting it to 80 degrees C. But it is still very hot, so that's why we've got insulated pipes still here, and it's not going to, hopefully, leak too much heat into the rest of the base. We'll see how that goes. Also, why is all of this insulated tile cold? It's weird. Deliver suit, deliver suit. And I'm hoping this connects. Is this actually going to connect into all of the rocket ports? Or am I going to have to put it on the other side? I don't do this very often. I was kind of hoping these would all be connected up normally. If not, oh god. Am I gonna have to put like a rocket port extension on here? Is that what this is for? I don't do a lot of rocketry stuff. In worst case, I'll just put it over here. Right, maybe best case we do it over here, but like, oh god, that's gross. I mean, this one's got a liquid cargo tank, so... How would we take it out the liquid tank? Have I ever done that? Sputnik 16. Yeah, we got some weird names on these rockets. We can actually rename the rockets, by the way. If anyone does fancy renaming a rocket, you have the option. Yeah. Oh. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna call it the Whiskers Mobile. This one. There you go. When having both the hot and cold liquids going into the same tank causes issues. Yes. Well, the idea is the liquid dumping in here will cool down the steam, and then the thermal aquatuner will heat up the steam until it gets back to that point. I've run this before. We did do a YouTube video on it. Can't those rockets get hit by asteroids? Oh, they can. No, the rockets themselves can't. The buildings can. The asteroids here are fairly minor now that we've blown up Demolior. So we'll sort that out later. We do have a blaster here that we can set up. We'll set up another blaster as well, probably. But the meteors are pretty lightweight here, so that's a fairly low priority. We'll just fix stuff as and when we need to. Right. Deliver here, deliver here, deliver here. You guys better actually deliver up here as well. And then I'll put a ladder here. And then we'll see what happens. Rockets themselves remove meteor damage. The platforms take damage but are very durable. The ladders break easily but also work fine when broken. Yeah, I don't know why ladders work properly when they're broken. That's a bit of a weird one. I'm hoping you're all just going to get this finished fairly quickly. Yeah, sometimes we use miners and like auto sweepers and stuff to get rid of the meteors after they've landed. But I think because of the infrastructure we've had to set up to blow up Demolior in the first place, it makes more sense just to blow up meteors when they land here. We do have a large amount of biodiesel available. And once we get the Rexes under control, that will also work out. Right, I'm just going to put this here. Then I'm going to put this here. Because I'm pretty sure this isn't actually going to connect to this middle one, after all. The interactions between ladders and meteors are another thing I think I fix if I could change all the stuff I wanted. Yeah, it's a bit cheesy. Right, you have a mask now, so you guys should be able to do a fair bit of this. Hold on. What's the situation here? Oh, you can't get down here. That's fine. I wanted to make sure the dupes couldn't get down here at any point. Well, so long as the dupes aren't idle, this is fine. But I kind of hope they would, I hope they would be a bit more idle now. Yeah, oxygen is still a little bit tenuous here. I think it's because it's splitting in two on this pipe. Because we are getting dupes to use... Oh, right, because we're getting them to use these docks. Yeah, that makes sense. How about we set up an extra pipe down here? Because I really do want to make sure that this thing is working. So put a bridge here. Oh, right. This is fine then. Let's just go this way. More spaghetti, whatever. Man, I don't know. Just like this, I guess. That way it's always going to fill up one way or another, the suit docks, and then the excess from both Rust Deoxidisers will go into the thing, I guess. Sure. You guys love building pipes. Right. This wire is broken. Oh, this bridge is broken. Right. Replace the bridge. There you go. Right, I guess I need to tell you to do all this stuff at priority 8, right? There you go. Jesus, open geyser is scary. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They can be. I think we're managing it all right. Definitely not something to do without thinking about it. We actually named the rocket platforms. So we can name the rocket platforms as well as the rockets. That's interesting. Right, let's just have a look at the research. Liquid rockets. That's not how you spell rocket. Platform? No. Let's just put rocket in here. Oh, there must be a liquid port unloader. Or something. We really don't do this very often. Yeah, liquid rocket port unloader. Oh, okay. We already have this. Oh, it's in plumbing. Yeah, it's in plumbing. What am I talking about? Okay. Right, this one is working, the other one is not. So I think the actual answer is correct. And I'm going to have to build a port extension here. The rocket stuff is all over, yeah. Okay, well the good thing is we've got the Iridium coming out. Making plenty of noises. With 40 dupes, I shouldn't be surprised by anything, I just trust you. Fair enough. I won't say no to trust. Right, we have the Iridium now, so... replace this with Iridium. And then we'll get that rocket back into space. And get the rest of it. Should be good. Liquid is full. This is too much liquid now. Okay, great. Let's turn off the dump. And then... let's see what happens. Probably am going to have to remove some of this liquid. Let's do that first. Who gets the next suit? Let's see. Marie gets the next suit. I think I'm just gonna have to set this colder to start with. Let's set this to -6 to start with. The pipe isn't going to immediately exchange heat. We just need to get the heat out of there. Wait, what's going on? It's drowning. Nobody. Okay, good. Yeah, you're just gonna have to do this, I'm afraid. How's the chlorine doing? It's kind of there. Oh my god. Whiskers pad? Yeah, alright, that sounds good. Yeah, I like it. What about the gold? Where'd the gold go? Still got the refined metal in here? No. What? Guys, we have un problème. We can't unpack the gold from the cargo bay because we haven't discovered gold. Is that allowed? Let's rename the pad and then let's actually go fix that. Oh, click the empty storage button. Okay. Alright. There you go. Click the empty storage button in the cargo module. Empty storage. Oh. Okay. Sure. Okay, so now that will show up, right? And then it will do it automatically in future? Yeah, okay, good. Sure to re-enable it as enter as the shortcut for disabling it. Yeah. It looks like that's fine. Oh. Enable. Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright. That's the gold. That's good. That's more refined metal as well. Yeah, I need to get more familiar with rocket stuff. Right. So... It's a real gotcha for renaming platforms. Yeah, it's weird. Right. Okay, you're running now. So you should be rapidly heating up this brine. By rapidly heating up, I mean not rapidly at all. I'm just gonna have to exit some more brine, liquid water from the loop. Let's try it. Is this because we have too many bridges? Or is this because we've got the non-conventional joiner here? It could be that. Let's see what this looks like. Come on. Oh. Wait. There's a lot of bridges. Well, this will get there at some point. Also, you guys are just running on the wheels at the moment to run this thing. Which, again, is not ideal. Still need to remove a little bit. Also, probably more power storage would be a good idea, wouldn't it? It's gonna get sucked dry very quickly. Okay, you know what? I think that will do. I don't think this needs 100% uptime, either. Just let it sort itself out for a little bit. Right, this is gonna take a while to heat everything up. Is there any more heat I want to dump into this? What's a quick way of dumping more heat into this? I don't know. I think we just gotta be patient with it. The main concern I have is that this water is going to cool the environment too much. Maybe it won't. I think we're just gonna have to leave it to run for a little bit. Right. I think this means... Let's actually dump some more plastic in here. Where's the plastic? Here's the plastic. Right, sweep that. Sweep this. Hold on. Put this in here. And then we'll get our friend to come back. We'll come collect the rest of this debris. Because we will need it at some point, for sure. But let's not do the launch sequence until a bit later. Yeah, come grab that, please. I guess, actually, I will just try to keep extracting from this, because if we can get this to run continuously, then that's going to make it quicker for us to get stuff in here. These do indeed count as rec rooms, because they're blue. Because they have the crown molding in it. It looks really good, though, doesn't it? It'll be interesting to see the point where it actually gets completely mobile. See now, right? Looks about right. Let's see how that goes. We've got a regular water bubble in there. Well, that's gonna freeze. That's fine. Okay, I think this is now at the point where it's going to run continuously. The good news is, when this is operating, the thermal actuator shouldn't have to run continuously, so I don't think we'll have to put more power production in here. Let's remove the dash of salt vines from here. And then if we go back here, remove your mask. Where's the plastic? Where's the errand? Oh, is no one allowed in because we've set it to this? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I don't care. Just go. Begin launch sequence. Get out of here. We'll do the plastic another time when we actually need the data banks. It's gone. Yeah, you got algae, you got pemmican. Just enjoy your very simple mission. What's my food solution? These dinosaurs, which are providing all of the algae, also produce a very large amount of tough meat. So whenever we have enough of the dinosaurs, the excess ones, once they're adults, they can jump out this little pit. They're going to wander in this little chamber eventually, because they love to wander around, and then the door will close and turn them into tough meat. And then we use all of the peat that we get from the tough meat as well. And we smoke all of the meat, and then we eat all of the meat, and then everything goes really well. It's most of our food production. There's a little bit of extra food production. We have some omelets being made from paku. We have some fish over here. So the excess fish are being used to make omelets. We're also feeding the fish to bigger fish. We're over here. Oh my god. That is so many Jawbos. Yeah, that's the plan. It's mostly fish and meat. Not overly elaborate food, but it gets the job done. Right, Now for the frustrating part. I think we just have to wait to get these saunas online. So here's what I'm going to do. This conductive wire is running to the glass forge. We don't actually need the glass forge to run online all the time. So we're just going to hook up the peat to the stuff over here, so we don't need the dupes running in here constantly. And then that means wire bridges go there, and then cut these. Sure, that's not going to cause any issues. You're starting to make lums and all my starts. Yeah, lums are so good. They're so good. Okay. Let's do that. And then we don't have to worry about this. Also, I love that they made the tinted aquatuna liquids just part of the base game. Very nice feature. Now you can tell that there's always polluted water in your pipes. And let's see how this goes. Speed 3. I'll keep an eye on dupe idleness as well. I do need to make sure that you build these wire bridges as well, but you should build those. There you go. Now this should fill up from the peat generation, right? Do you need more wires for that? Are you not fully running? You're out of peat. Okay. Let's priority 9 these. We have some other peat generators up here that are automated. I'm not automatically delivering the peat down here. I should probably do that now. You're starting to use regular water more often than polluted water in your aquatunas. Yeah, it just depends what you're doing with it. One thing about this sauna thing is to get it started, you do need a lot of heat in the room to start. So I like the fact that the polluted water, you can cool it down a bit further and it gives you a bit more of a buffer first, because cooling down this whole pipe to like minus 20 degrees is going to be a lot of cooling. And because we're not using overly conductive pipe, I'm hoping that's not going to overly cool these plants. And then eventually, once we have the heat in the room, then we can set it to a higher temperature and it should be fine. Well, we'll see. Well, in any case, what we should do at that point is just add more cooling sources. Or cooling sinks. Things to cool. Right. I think we just speed through it now. We just need to see what happens. We need to get these saunas functioning. Yellow cake diagonal. Okay, good. We already have that one. But yeah, this brine should boil fairly soon. And then at least we'll get the steam in here. I should probably get rid of all of this. Make sure that all the random materials in here are gods, so that they're not gonna overheat stuff. Oh, wait. We should have done that here as well, shouldn't we? Not that I think Abyss Light is going to cause an issue. Yeah. I like to do that also, suggest nuggets of shame if there's a problem somewhere else. Just hide the notification of broken pipe about a big dot of boom. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, we're heating up all this debris at the moment as well, which is not really what I wanted to do. Please move that all over there. Why am I using the relocate to button for all of this? I don't know. Relocate that here as well. Okay, that there. Brine is getting pretty ready to boil now. It's interesting. I really like that they added the boiling animation to liquids. I think it's very useful. Yeah, we're not long now. We're gonna get steam in here in a minute. Okay, we got steam in here. Good. Oh. Okay. A This should be above 570. Not below. Wait. Do I just want to pump any steam into these? I mean, we'll start pumping steam into these, but we are going to get some pipes breaking. Perhaps I should automate this so that we only pump the steam if it's hot enough. That might be a good idea. Yeah, we could do with 2 different sensors for this, I think. We need to get this temperature high enough that the uranium melts, and then we can seal this room off. So let's make sure this is done first. I mean, the good thing is we're now actually getting this in here. Please do actually run these, by the way. We'll set these to priority 1. Who's scolding? Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, well, that's fine. Just scold a little bit. Right, copy this. Automation wire, remove. I don't want you pumping this steam unless it's like 200 degrees at least. Actually, I don't want you pumping it unless it's 140 degrees at least, because if it's any colder than that, the uranium is going to freeze into tiles. And then we can't get in this room. Not that we should normally be going in this room anyways, I just wanted to make sure that, we can get in here for maintenance if needed. Oh my god. Oh, of course, all the salt is settled out. That's funny. I think I'm going to have to set up some triage cots. Probably won't need that many. Yeah, they have really been adding some nice little touches. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to move that shale as well. Oh, you were in the sauna. Great. So if you look at the water, look, it's coming out at 80 degrees C. What did I tell you? It always does. Okay, good. Right, let's keep doing this. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time going in here, but that's fine. Look, Otto's in the steamery. It's all good. Right, so this is now set to set green seal up above 140. Although actually, for now it's working fine. But I will set this to above 140 because it should be above 140 soon. the dichotomy of man. We got people enjoying themselves in the saunas. We got the oh, I need airflow tiles here. These should just be regular doors, I think. Oh, we're gonna end up with CO2 in here no matter what. This should be an airflow tile then. Okay, you know what? Yeah, just put airflow tiles here. We can keep adjusting this a little bit. But we need to make sure people aren't suffocating in these rooms. Otherwise, they're not going to get the full bonus. Isn't a 500 degree sauna a bit dangerous? Apparently not. They have a nice... The difference is, between them being in here and being in here, is they have a nice little towel on their head. Wait, why are you hanging out in here? Oh, beans. That's not good. Right, I'm going to get you to make a gold amalgam airflow tile out of here immediately. Why are you just hanging out in here? Get out, Camille. I'll let you try the 500 degree sauna first. Let me know when you come out how that little roofy thing made it better. Hoping the heat will kill the germs. Yeah. Is it a good idea for me to put some temperature plates in here too? Probably. Do we need to? I don't know. Yeah, Nicola likes it. We melted the heavy watt wire. That's good. The uranium will act as a conductive layer for this as well. Also, it will push all the steam towards the pipes. That was the plan. I mean, we could put another bit in here if we really felt like it. Do I want to put more liquid uranium in here? What should I make that out of? Can I make a uranium ore pipe segment? Can. Yeah, just do that. This one melted as well, but it's refrozen. Okay. Well, why are you picking up the depleted uranium? Huh? Where are you going? What the Sigma? Why are you making this out of depleted uranium? That is not a thing. Oh my god. Please tell me you didn't make this one out of depleted uranium. Okay, that's good. Alright. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Oh, that feels good. God damn it. Right, give me uno secondo. I mean, that will melt. I was hoping to have a little bit more than that in there. But that's fine. In fact... yeah, let that keep running. And... who's getting healed? A couple of people, but I'm going to heal everyone once they're done with all of this. Oh, that actually melted. Okay, good. Don't worry about it. The 1 kilogram of uranium melted. Okay. I think a temperature plate here would be a good idea. But I don't think we're ultimately going to need it. I am going to remove this door just so that we can make sure that we get this done. Oh, we've got a load of water here that's not going to boil. Oh. I think this may need to be cobalt. Otherwise this water is never going to boil. Wait. Yeah, that is going to have to happen. Okay, we've got the uranium in here now. That's good. Let's see what happens here. Okay, steam is hot, so that's getting pumped now. Let's get Ashcan healed up. Let's set this to like 50. Okay, Ashcan can go there. Then you can have the model plane. So I need to remove... I need to remove the model plane from here. And put it here. And then move the oil. And then we need more air to go in here. How dare you? Nails is not renamed Hammer. Okay, true. Okay, let's go find Nails. There we go. We got Hammer. It's Hammer time. Right. Okay. Someone has moved the uranium. Great. Just what I wanted. Add new depleted uranium. Where? Oh, I think it automatically moved down here. Okay, that's not good. Oh, that was because of the thing. Okay, relocate that there immediately. Let's heal Camille as well. That rhymes. Right, that should heat up the water. That is going to heat up the oil. So I think what I need to do is I actually need to put an insulated tile here for now. But I think we're mostly done with this. The only one that I do want to relocate first is the salt. And then I think we're good. Thank you. Yeah, the gas is hot enough. This deletes more heat the hotter the gas is, though. So I should really leave it until it gets up to 100, like 500-ish. Oh. We can do that. But the water in the pipe is super cold now. It is actively cooling this area. Not by a lot, because we're not activating conductivity yet, but we can do that later. Now you will need to melt again. How is idleness? Idleness is high. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think we have so many dupes. Idleness is not really a concern. It's just a reality. Another reality. Giving people useless skill points. Okay. I don't know, you can come down here and dig this, I guess. Have fun. Did we even reach that? Yes. Okay, good. Uranium has formed a tile. Okay. Well, that should melt again soon enough. The igneous rock? Oh, cock. I'm gonna set you to above 200. You know what, I'm gonna set you to above 570 now. Don't even bother pumping the steam for now. We just need to get this to melt first. I don't mind a tiny little bit of igneous rock. Yeah, melt this too. Okay, that's melted, that's good. It's tiling up a little bit. What's going on? Wait. Yeah, your oil. Excuse me? Why is this tiling and then immediately... Oh, it is the friggin' igneous rock, isn't it? Right. I'm going to do this now. Uranium ended up in there. Okay. 75 kilograms is fine. Relocate this here. And then I need to seal this pretty quickly. Something's going skewy. I think having the uranium here might be a bit temperamental. Right. That did not work entirely as intended. Okay. Gonna have to do this in an order, admittedly. Get the igneous rock out of here. I mean, the good news is the uranium in here is staying liquid. Bad news is we're leaking all the heat out into this oil at the moment. Well, not all of it, because a single blob of oil is not overly conductive. But ultimately, it's not something we want to leave for cycles and cycles and cycles. Right, so the granite's conductive. And then what I could do is I could build this one out of granite. And then this uranium should melt. Pretty quickly. Alright, let's speed this up again. Right, so the granite is heating up. The oil is not heating up because it's pretty unconductive because it's such a low mass. And now I think we just need to keep running this until this steam heats up past 140. Okay. And then, how's the... Yeah. So obviously we haven't got the steam in here either. Now what I could do... There's no automation port for when the building is full. So we can't automate pumping the steam into the building that way. So I think we are just going to have to leave it a little bit. Are you actually heating up in the steam? You are, it's just taking a while. Keep printing. Yeah, it's so weird how we don't get any organic dupes anymore. You're nearly full though, that's good. Wait, where's all the pack goo? Oh, we've still got loads of eggs, this is fine. Yeah, you're going to melt at 135, so that's not too bad. Yeah, once you melt, then we can remove these tiles. And then it should just be vacuum everywhere. Let's keep doing the research as well. Let's research the telescope. That's fine. We don't actually need this research because we actually got the tech for free as part of the relic asteroid. What you made for Sauna, I made an isolated loop what I filled if needed, so steam isn't cooling in the pipes, made Iridium pipes, gas pipes in the steam room, so it reheats steam and pipes. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, we never quite reached a good solution for that in the YouTube video. Because obviously it depends a lot on the layout. I feel like it depends a lot on the layout of your base. But that would be a good thing to do here. So essentially take the gas out of here, just running it back in here on a continuous loop. To keep it nice and hot. And only filling it if needed. Right, this is now hot, this is now very hot. So I think this means I can remove this now. Let's see. And that should form a vacuum. And then it should be completely heat sealed. Yes. And then we can do the same here. And then... Okay, that's good. And then if I put the drywall back, I don't think that's going to work. Because that's going to heat this up again. Oh, that's going to absorb some of the heat? No, it won't absorb any heat because it's in a vacuum, right? Yeah, it's all good. So the uranium's heating up. Now we can heat the steam up as much as we want. And that should work pretty well. And in actual fact, I didn't even want to put the drywall in here. Because I want to put a door in here so we can stop people from going in this room. But this is the basic premise. We don't have to run it at 575 degrees. We can run it at a colder temperature and delete less heat. That's fine. This water is getting very cold now. I'm going to have to keep an eye on these plants because they're going to start getting too cold in a minute. In fact, well, the nodes are a bit warmer. But they may start getting... Oh, the nodes aren't actually being actively cooled. That's interesting because the water pipe is running straight through them. So this pipe is cold, but this pipe is hot. So maybe that's going to work in our favor. You park your sauna by a geotuned saltwater geyser. Worst case, the steam looped back into the steam room and got sucked into the steam turbines. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it too. Okay. I think this is a success. I'm going to set this to 140. I'm going to start pumping the steam again. All the steam is in this room. It's at a nice, good temperature, the saunas. Because we've got 2 full-time steam pumps working this, the saunas should be active a lot of the time. We have a lot of dupes on a lot of schedules, so we should get these filled up pretty quickly. And I don't really mind having the wheels here too much. I think this is it. I think this is our actual solution. Maybe we'll play around with the loop later, but to be honest, if this is good enough to work, it's good enough to work. Do they sauna every day if they have enough time? Yes. Even though the bonus lasts multiple days, they usually go to the sauna fairly often. And if you set downtimes at different times in the day in the schedule, they'll go to the sauna more than once a day, even though they don't need to. Yeah, it looks like everyone's breathing properly now as well. It's also good. What's up with you? I don't know. Let's get some more Primo Garb selected. Hammer can have this one, and then Max can have this one. And then let's get a shot with a few different people in it. And I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have suppressed notifications on this. Boo! How irritating. It refreshes the duration on the buff, right? Yeah, I think it does. Oh, I really like this. We've done it. Neo is having a nice sauna session as well. Everyone's getting steam powered. Everyone's breathing properly. Yeah, there we go. Uglivisk is mildly confused. There we go. Good job, Uglivisk. You gave it a thumbs up. Right, that'll do. We got bubbles in the sauna as well. Good. Yeah, that's heating up nicely. I'm pretty happy with this. And then if we look at the water pipe, the water does not... Because the pipe is in insulated tiles and insulated pipes, there's hardly any heat lost here, and then the dumps in here on the aqua tuner and cools it down. Good. Ugh, well, that will do. This sort of super quick too. Forget how much fast and hot tub it is? Yeah. Doesn't do either of the common video game fail cases where the duration either stacks or doesn't refresh. As far as I can tell, no. I did test it a while ago, but I haven't thought about it in a while. That's not what I wanted. Right, okay. It is nighttime for the fish. I've stayed up a bit late, but I think you'll agree it was worth doing for the saunas, for the sake of the dupes. So we now have active cooling in the base. We have Iridium from space. We've got a fairly large amount of that. We can build whatever we want with. And what else do we do today? We got the brain machine working. So, yeah, less stress, more athletics for the dupes. So, it's all good. So, I think that means tomorrow we're going to do the Dartles and Rexes just to see how that ranch designer works. And then, after that, it's going to be New Year's. And then I'm probably going to have to think about what I actually want to do with the rest of this run. Because we're not going to continue it for ages. I basically want to make sure that whatever we do in it is stuff that we can't do in sour gas or bust very easily. So that's my next priority, but I'll have a think. But if you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you haven't already, and you'll get a notification when I go live. We usually stream weekday evenings, 7:30 to 10:30-ish. As frequently discussed today, there's a YouTube channel where you can catch the VODs, and there's also build guides and various other things in there. And there's Discord where we like to hang out and we share builds and memes and things. And let's go raid someone. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Let's go raid 2 Legit City. All the Geysers continues. Let's see what that's about. Seems good. And you'll be happy to know the carbon dioxide in the room has decreased substantially. I do actually just need to keep the windows cracked. That's just what I need to do. Don't suffocate yourselves. Take care.